Oh my God, 28.
Everybody, nice. Jump in.
Yeah, we did it. That's literally how we're starting.
Jump in.
We did it. Thank y'all so much for coming back for another episode of Soul Palate. We are here with a guest.
A wonderful guest
You've been
today.
keeping up. You already seen this man. You've heard this man. It's Clyde Davis Jr., y'all.
Yes, and we talk about this man all the time.
All the time.
I'm glad to be back here. I hope I don't sound like Darth Vader this time. I'm trying to be conscientious about my breathing.
You did not sound like Darth Vader.
I don't think so either.
But now,
it wasn't that bad.
But now I feel like every time I talk, I then got to stop my breath. Like,
and
so if it sounds like I'm gasping for air, it's because I'm no longer allowed to breathe on the podcast without sounding like I'm on a ventilator. So I'm working very hard at it.
Lord, he put this upon himself. We did not participate in this Darth Vader ventilator
breath shaming.
We are not breath shaming.
Yeah. Just a lot of breath working today.
That's not what we do over here.
Just focus on breathing in and out the nose.
I mean, I'm a little wheezy myself. I should have fucking got my inhaler.
It was going right into the mic. It was just like James Earl Jones would have been proud though. He was like, that guy, he's good. He can talk and breathe.
No, for real. When I found out that he was the voice of the first Darth Vader, I was like, yo, why? This is Black History. What the fuck?
Right, and that's something because I'm not like a Star Wars buff at all. I just never knew that until I don't
think anybody really knew.
Until social media, I had no clue.
But see, it was fucked up because he's Darth Vader, he's black, but he's also an absentee father. So that was fucked up.
Well, yeah.
He was like, I am your father. Like, shit.
That is,
like, why?
That's really wild.
Why it could be black,
right?
A black man,
villain,
and a white man's father,
and an absentee father.
Yeah.
At that.
Oh, I forgot about the absentee father.
Yeah, he
not
was
even around.
Not even around. Left his kids.
His wife.
Not until his son is trying to kill him. What?
Yeah.
Now we're related.
And it was the guy's name, Luke.
Luke Skywalker.
There we go.
So,
I'm blaming Luke's mama.
Yeah, well.
If you're watching, you'll see that we are sipping beautiful black owned wine. Happy Black History Month.
Yes.
In between our sips of whiskey and Calvados today. Calvados, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing. I'm so excited. This is Lafette. Du Blanc. Blanc de Blanc.
Yes.
It is delicious.
Yes. As you can see, most of the bottle's gone.
Yes, we've been working on this. Is the pregame of the game.
Yes.
This is the meeting before the meeting.
Exactly.
The pod before the pod.
The pod before the pod.
The pod before the pod, you know. But yeah,
what we're actually tasting through today, on top of this beautiful wine, is a fun lineup from a bunch of. I did another like random fun pick of shit from Seelbach. A lot of new stuff that we got in. We're gonna start with a Calvados, then go into a Calvados finished rye, and then in Calvados and Armagnac finished rye, and then some other fun stuff here at the end, like a bourbon and awesome. You haven't tried my Exceptional Series pick yet, so I figured we could end with that one.
I do want to say, if you're starting to run out of room wherever you're storing everything, I have space.
Girl, I'm about to have to purge a lot of stuff. So
I have a purge party. I'll be there.
We need like the bottle equivalent of like swap, like a clothes swap.
I agree.
Bring some bottles that you say, hey, I got a couple more of these, and let's do a bottle swap.
I'm gonna host a bottle swap.
Yes.
Please do. You can do it at the warehouse.
Many fucking bottles.
Yeah, but just don't bring in like Ciroc Amaretto or nothing like that.
I'm setting prerequisites.
We're gonna have to make a list of what you cannot bring.
I'm setting prerequisites. Ain't no fucking no.
Yeah, I mean,
because I don't play that shit.
All my bottles are open, so.
I mean, it's okay. They can be open. They can open.
A lot of mine are going to be open.
They're like gently used clothes.
Yeah,
right? I mean, that's just what it is.
A lot of my stuff has been like a pour or two out of it. So it's not even because I don't like it. It's just I taste so much shit. I can't. There's no way to finish it all.
That's real.
No, I have one liver, and I would like to keep it.
Dude, I mean, the collection is crazy.
So all of this is available at Seelbach, y'all. Currently. And you can use that free shipping promo code SOUL for any orders on Seelbach.com or the Seelbach app. And fun fact, what is also available on Seelbach.com right now are the distilled dram tasters.
Period.
Man, y'all come a long way since the last time I here. Y'all doing promo. Y'all probably got a TikTok store. That's what's up. I love it.
You a distilled dram taster. Add that to your cart, and then, you're not paying shipping, so you can spend extra if you on a dram taster, honey. Get you a set. or whatever. So yes, all the things.
Love it, love it.
I'm so excited. So
Man,
we're gonna go
that
ahead
is
and do our
exciting.
first
That's what's
sip
up.
first.
Okay.
And so our first
Oh,
sip.
this way, that way.
I'm going right
Yes,
to
we're
left.
working from right to left.
Okay.
And so our first one is the Calvados. So Rolling Fork is a brand that we've talked about on here before. They are primarily focused on rums. They source rums from a multitude of countries, and they typically are aging it in some sort of American oak. So they actually have another kind of branch off brand called Wayward Cask. So same guys who own Rolling Fork on this. And I guess this is going to be kind of an arm where they explore stuff like Calvados brandies, basically, because they just released a Calvados and an Armagnac as their first two. And so this Calvados is among the first 2 bottle releases under the Wayward Cask name. And so this is a Calvados that spent 25 years in oak cask. And we are looking at 55.79% ABV.
Red apple skins to me. Like,
Yeah, immediately.
This is actually delicious. It's been, I think I first got introduced to Calvados, like, I guess it was 6 years ago. I was in France and went to Normandy and got to visit.
It's Clyde with the subtle flexes for me.
Oh man, it's not. But I didn't know anything about Calvados. I mean, you grew up in.
Yes, but you got to explore it in France. That's
yeah,
fabulous.
Chateau de Bruel is where we went to visit. And just to see the process, we grew up, black drinking brandy all the time. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has apple brandy, peach brandy, and just to see like the rich history that brandy has and Calvados has in France. Because we think about France, we always think about cognac, we think about wine, but Calvados and Armagnac so many times are just forgotten about.
For sure.
And just so you know what Calvados is a apple brandy that is made only in Normandy, I believe.
It can also be made with pears.
It can also be made with pears, Perry pears at that too.
And this has both on the nose for me, skin and flesh.
The apples must be grown in Normandy, and there's 200 different varieties that you can use.
Wow.
And so your Calvados would be made from cider, where your your brandy or like cognac is made from wine. Your whiskey and stuff is made from beers. There you go, babes. Yes. There you go. Just a little bit.
There you
of
go.
that.
A little educational tidbit for y'all.
It's delicious.
Yeah, this nose is beautiful.
The nose is so amazing. Also smells a little leafy.
It's
green.
not too oaky. It is. Yeah, definitely some leafiness there, some earthiness.
And you said 25 years.
25 years.
Yeah,
25 years.
That means
It's got to be used oak because it's not too crazy. Well, in terms of the nose, I don't know about the palate yet.
Yeah, but with 25 years in a climate like Normandy, where it's not like ever super hot, you can not losing that much. But this is actually
Chocolatey.
delicious.
This is bomb.
Smoky. Not like your mezcal smoke or your Scotch smoke. More of like firewood. Not even firewood. Like
Extinguished firewood, like campfire wood. Like it's not that actual fire and smoke of the campfire, but like once you
the smoke after charring a barrel, maybe, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Like not exactly like
comparison.
I don't know how to say it.
That is delicious. Like, what's that? That's the Wayward.
Yeah, this is the Wayward Cask.
Nice.
Keep using that water right there.
Wow, yum. Right here underneath the dropper.
Can't get it.
Wow.
We're not gonna be breathing hard and weird.
I was looking. I didn't see it down there. I was like, "What water are you talking about?" And I was like, "I have not had that much wine."
Drop me, peach.
3, 4, 5.
Let's open that up some.
3, 4.
The apple aspect definitely carries over to the palate, which I love. Texturally, this is interesting.
Makes at least my tongue a little bit waxy. Very moist on the outer sides of my tongue and my cheek.
Yeah.
Oh, a lot of alcohol just came out. I can't even breathe it.
Oh wow!
Wow. Okay, now water open it up nice. It brings out more like little cacao, a little bit, but like very dry. That's good. I like that a lot.
It's very dry, tingly.
I'm trying to figure out how to explain what I'm feeling, but that's really good. That's really good. I can't,
When you find the words, blurt it out.
It's so funny.
Yeah, we blurred it out. Even if we're talking about something different, we still blur it out.
That's what it was.
Yeah. It's so funny because you get into
For the record.
these competitions and you're judging these spirits and you like run out of adjectives. You're like
Exactly.
Then you're like, that's good. I like it. I like it.
Because sometimes you feel like you're repeating too much of the same things, even if it is accurate. for what you're experiencing, it's like, okay, I got to find something else.
And it's so funny because you're there with these people who are like experienced judges, and they're like saying things
but
like,
you're an experienced judge.
I am, but I'm not classically trained. I mean, I'm
trained in
life experiences,
right?
So they'll say it tastes like leather from. I was like, I never tasted leather before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I done bit down on some different
Hold
grades
on
of leather
now.
now.
You ain't licked nobody's leather, Clyde.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
Said you was a freak. Hold
Yeah,
on.
no,
You ain't licked nobody's leather. It's the wildest question
that
of
is
the
wild.
day.
That's like
That is
only patent leather. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't licked nobody's leather.
You know what I mean? But you do certain things, and you do like they try to teach you that way. But it's like sometimes they say leather wasn't a good one, but they said somehow I was with somebody and they said something crazy. I was like, I have no idea what that would taste like, bro.
Right.
But yeah, it's very funny, but it's good.
No, that's literally those types of things, especially when you say like classically trained and stuff like that, is the reason why we kind of started this. So it's like what it does remind you of from childhood and stuff is the type of things that we're looking for.
Exactly.
Because more people are going to probably understand that on the general term.
Yeah.
Than the people that are like super masters at this that are
Yes.
like, oh,
Yeah.
you know, I've gone through like smell houses and shit, whatever the fuck they've done.
You do a lot of that.
Fuck it tastes.
But they never ate a honeysuckle from a fence. You know what I'm saying? So
Come
they don't know
on,
what that
exactly.
tastes like. You know what I'm saying? That,
Yeah,
I love honeysuckles.
Yeah, and that's what I like.
I have not
spent my
smelled or
peas
tasted
eating honeysuckles from a fence.
That's I don't know. I don't know if the kids still do that, but that's how
I definitely
like,
used to suck on
I
honeysuckles.
don't think kids
Wow.
still do that. Are there
No,
still
I
honeysuckles?
can't imagine. Well, I guess it depends on where you live.
Yes.
Depends on where you
Yeah.
live. Like if you
was
have that
definitely
around
eating
you and you spend that time outside and you're like familiar with all that stuff, it's all about like
yeah.
I really feel like that kind of comes down to like your parents if they force you to go outside and play that type of thing. Like,
Right.
then yeah, you gonna pass some honeysuckles, you gonna smell them, and if you got the right type of friends, they'll show you how to get the honey out of it.
Yeah, man.
I definitely was doing that, not knowing how filthy that shit was.
That's disgusting.
But that's why our immune system is so great.
yeah.
Right.
'Cause we eat it
No,
raw.
that's a fact because I almost never get sick.
Instant fact, there's no honey in the honeysuckle. But you're just drinking whatever dew that was. Open it up and oh man, what were we thinking?
That's hilarious.
That it tasted good.
I didn't even think about bird shit and all that. Damn.
Yeah, surviving. Also,
Foraging and stuff. That is what people did to get the books that you have of what's safe and what's not safe to eat.
yeah.
Is literally that.
I hope they were at least rinsing it off.
no, they were no. There's a bunch of dead kids. They're like, oh, not that one. What happened to Bobby? He had that one. He had that one. Don't eat that one. That one killed Bobby.
Today we
That one
remember.
killed Bobby.
Period. For real.
Then he got the flower named after him.
Oh God,
Right.
the Bobby Bush.
Nah, the Bobby
can't-
Bush.
Jesus.
Talk about the Bobby Bush. FAMU, somebody posted a video of a FAMU bob off recently, and it was so hilarious.
Like,
Bob
as in
off.
the hair? Oh wow.
Okay, wait a minute.
The
wait.
bob
I'm trying to
off.
find it.
What is
It
a
was
bob off?
I'm
That's
about
so
to
funny
find
that
it.
both of our hair's kind of bobbed right now.
Yes,
Like, is that
it's
the
so
theme of February?
funny. I was like, this is so hilarious.
That means a different thing in different places.
Absolutely. Because I was
It
like,
does.
Bobby for
Hair
Apple,
bob.
giving
Yeah.
what
Hair
are we
Bob,
talking
not
about?
catching the bob, not getting the bob.
Not getting the bob.
Yeah.
Oh wow, this is like an event. That's some black ass shit. A bob off.
Bob off. Oh my god.
And this, they judging how it moves, how wispy it is. What you?
come on,
Yeah.
man.
Oh, period.
Go.
Oh my God. Please tell me this is in the outline because I have to add this to the. They are bobbing and weaving.
That
For Phil.
is not what I would have thought of if I said two ladies were having a bob off.
That is very, especially when you think FAMU, because I would
I was
never
like-
forget the infamous FAMU sex tape.
Yes.
I will never forget it. It's drilled in my brain.
There is no bob off.
The original bob off.
But,
I did not get to see this.
You
What?
didn't get to see the famous.
No.
Oh God! It was, first of all, it was very grungy, dirty, filthy.
Yeah.
But it was going. It was making its circulations, child. This was like, I want to say my either soft. No, this might have been freshman year. I just remember we were all in a dorm of some sort, and I only lived in a dorm 1 year. passing this fucking video.
Yeah, I was a grown man when that came out, and I was like, "Oh no, can't watch that."
Why? Because it's still, you don't know who's a teenager and who's but it was definitely some dirty ass shit, and it was just this big fucking orgy in a dorm at FAMU.
Like that.
Hey, man.
That shit was really wild, and that was my first introduction to FAMU as a school.
La la la.
Was the
I was like, not my HBCU. At least I didn't get invited to no bob offs.
I have never been invited to a bob off.
Can we coin that?
We're coining that.
Or bob are now bob offs.
Bob off.
Love that.
Hilarious.
So I was at this bob off yesterday.
I love it. And we gotta keep that in. We keep that in the Soul Palate version. Soul Palate version.
There's a lot of things y'all not supposed to steal from us, but you can use that one.
This episode must be the bob off.
Ooh, the bob off.
But this is what episode for y'all.
This
68.
Oh, it should have been 69. Then it could have been.
Oh my God, it would have been so appropriate.
What if we just skipped it? Like they skipped the 13th floor.
Yeah. Now it's the 69th episode.
Oh, that's so great.
Y'all, I was also watching, you know me, I be on my Instagram in my bed strolling. And this post came up, and the question was that I found from this post is, do black people need to gatekeep more? So here we go. It was go open link. Sorry,
you already know
how
I
always do that.
I like sushi.
Okay.
I like sushi.
Sushi.
I like sushi. What in the ASAP Pocky is that? Hey, black folks, y'all can gatekeep a little bit. You don't have to accept all of us. It's very kind of you to let us all into the culture. You don't have to. It's okay. Build the wall sometimes. Ask for some immigration papers, a background check. You don't have to let us all in. It's okay. Because we got Tonkatsu 69 over here, some Uggs.
Tonkatsu.
Made
of fucking cat hair, some synthetic braiding hair. This bitch
God,
look like
y'all,
a 90s
if y'all can see them
hood rat.
braids.
Gatekeep a little bit, please. This is your fault.
By the way, that was another Asian man cooking another Asian man. Period.
Sushi.
We did not. That was Asian on Asian crime there.
Sushi. I like.
Was he saying that guy was doing something that was black?
Yes.
So he was simply talking about, I guess, the fact that was
The way
supposed
that
to be
he
hip hop.
looks,
Yes,
the rapping,
the aesthetic, and the fact that was an attempt at hip hop. And the fact that he had the braids and the puffer coat.
Okay,
and
I
the
didn't
aesthetic.
Okay,
And
I didn't see that.
Like he was whipping the flipping the brick, but it's really just chopsticks and a fucking
I
nigiri
didn't
roll.
think that had nothing to do with blackness. For
Not
me.
at all.
So I'm not gatekeeping
It was
that. He
real
can
the
have that.
braids probably.
It's giving cosplay.
Yeah.
It's giving cosplay.
I get that.
Because why do you have these fucking braids? And they got the
First
nerve to
off,
have blonde
did
in the
y'all
braids.
See the car? I did not notice that before.
Yeah, that car's
That's crazy as hell.
Like
gold ass Mercedes.
Yeah,
gold
he
wrap
got on a Cuban link like me. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
That's messed up. No, now I'm mad. Just 'cause of
cosplay.
chain.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm mad because of chain. But other than
Yeah,
that,
it's
you
not
can
like
have
you
that.
have the gold Cuban one.
I mean, look what he got knotless twisted, but yeah.
Yeah.
In the ASAP Pocky, he said. That shit was so funny.
But in general, do we think that
Cook
we
that
need
man.
to gatekeep more? My thing is, I don't even think we get a chance.
I don't give it a
to
shit. I don't even
gatekeep.
understand how we can control that.
No, we don't. One,
We can't stop motherfucking Tokyo.
We're always creating, right? So
Right.
so by
We're
the
always
time
onto
that's
the new things.
by the time some people's copying it, we're already been past it. Like literally 3 weeks ago, they were talking about swag surfing, and we've been done with swag surfing for like 4 years.
It comes back during homecoming, and then that's it.
You know what I mean? So we're not gatekeeping old shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can have it. You can have the gate. You
Right,
can have
we done moved on already.
We've already moved on. As
Yeah.
long as you pay us when you use it, like they pay the guys when they play that song in the stadium, that's fine.
Right.
And then this guy, that clown, nobody
I
cares
like
about that.
Sushi.
That's not even like. he's
That's just sushi.
Now,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be singing that next time I go to the
Yeah,
sushi restaurant.
yeah.
Not gonna hold you.
and you will be getting escorted promptly outdoor.
Sushi. Whip it with my chopsticks.
Yeah.
And he was doing a chicken head.
They will.
That's what it was. He was trying to do the chicken head, y'all. He
They
don't got the
will-
knee motion right, but
They will only serving you General Tao. After that.
That
I
sounds
like-
good right now. I haven't eaten today. I love Chinese food.
I know I had
but
the nipple on like.
See, but that's sushi Japanese. See what we doing?
Yeah,
we cross.
See, and I
Cross
didn't-
contaminating.
that
Y'all see how I did that?
wasn't me.
You see how I did
All
that?
Asians-
Yeah, you see how we did that? We just bang.
Listen,
That's why we can't gatekeep.
we were.
That's why we can't.
Because we in everybody gate no
we
matter
wrong
what it
too.
is. What?
We wrong as
Man,
shit.
we want some Chinese, right, man? We
Right.
can go over to
We
get some
go over to
sushi.
Jinya
Sound good?
ramen over there. The
Sound
sushi
good?
place.
Yeah, you're like, they're like pho, ramen, noodles.
Right.
Nah,
One is
for real though, black people will
Vietnamese,
do
one
that
is
to
Japanese, one is Chinese.
I mean, I was saying pho
Right.
for so long. People look at me like, yo, you better stop saying pho, bro. I was like, what's pho? What's pho?
Ramen with the L is Chinese. Ramen with the R is Japanese. Lo mein is Chinese.
Ramen?
Lamen, L-A-M-E-N.
What the fuck is lamen? I need
It's
to
pretty
explore
much the
this.
same style. I'll take you to my favorite place. It's called Rerun.
Please.
On downtown
yes.
Chinatown.
Yes, our next date night.
It's fucking
Fabulous.
delicious.
Oh, yes. Okay, perfect. There's also I still need to go to that Chinese spot that you did the menu murder at.
Chang Chang.
Yes.
Yes,
I always get their
Menu
emails
murder.
that I
What's
have
that
not
about?
been yet. So Capri's going on these fun menu murders with
haven't gone in a
a
while.
group. There's a group of guys that all go, like they pick a restaurant, however often they pick it, and they
Order
go
everything
and
on the
order
menu.
everything on the menu.
We had a hit list. We had a murder group.
Hit list and murder group.
And we were probably spending per person like $300 a person with drinks and everything.
Oh, yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I just
Depending
need
on where we were going and how big the menu was. Lardente was a huge menu.
Lardente's crazy though.
And
I
it was
haven't
like
been there.
12, it might have been like 10 to 12 of us.
Yeah.
And we told the person to portion it out, but like it was Italian food.
Yeah,
And they
no.
were like, we were eating like real Italian. It's like, no, nigga, we are Americans. We only need 2 dishes of everything.
Correct, because
so
Italians
everyone
lay
gets
it
a bite.
all out.
Yeah.
And when I go, people, especially the guys, oh my God, when at the end of Lardente, when I say it looked like motherfuckers were about to barf, you take a scoop of something and you
Right.
keep it pushing to the next
Correct.
dish.
Because
I
I already
like
know
that.
I'm taking a box home.
I take the boxes home,
That's what I'm
honey.
saying.
Like,
I'm
can I
taking
go ahead?
boxes.
Especially with Chang Chang, I was like, go ahead and box that,
But
go
you
ahead and box
know,
that, go ahead and box
with
that.
Lardente, that lasagna, that's where it stops for me.
Oh
I'm
no,
like,
we
that-
kept going to their main dishes.
Yo, that's crazy.
It was insane.
That
Oh,
was
I need to go to
insane.
this restaurant.
Like
Lardente,
things were
yeah.
coming out, and people were like, "Oh,
Yeah. I was looking for a reservation for Lardente yesterday, and it was couldn't get them for when I wanted. I was like, oh.
Where's that at?
That's right down 200 Mass, basically.
Massachusetts. Okay.
Yeah, right there. You coming out the 395 tunnel on
Oh,
Massachusetts
okay.
Avenue.
So the area where like farmers and distillers is.
No. Further down, more north.
Okay.
So
North Capitol.
yeah, before you get to North Capitol,
got it.
it's
Okay.
in the it's
on
in,
that other side.
Yeah, it's where the WeWork building is. It's in the basement of the WeWork building.
Right.
I love Mikado is right there. I love sushi.
I still haven't been there either.
That's
I haven't
good.
been there yet either. I've
Sushi.
seen.
Yeah, that
Baby.
place is banging.
Oh,
That's one of the
That's where we should go to.
Yeah.
That is
They have
right.
a-
Okay, so that's like literally right there where I used to go, where
Yeah.
I grew up at. Okay.
Yeah, they have one of the
by K Street.
Yes.
Okay.
They have one of the best tasting menus in the city.
Oh,
that-
fun.
yeah.
Okay, so I need to go there,
There's
too.
two
I didn't
tasting
realize they were
menus.
open.
Two tasting menus I would go to in the city is the I Love Sushi by Makoto and then Kausa. Those are the
I still
two
haven't
best.
done Kausa.
Those are the
I
two
gotta do
best.
that.
Those two best.
So
I'll make a solo date
Greg
of that by
Long
myself.
owes me a tasting menu, and I'm very excited. If you've watched the show before, Greg Long has been on here. He's the light skinned man with
Yes,
the beard
he's one
and
of
the
our most
ponytail.
popular episodes still to this day, which is really
And
funny.
I bet that man that we were all as a bar looking at our old photos or whatever. He was like, "Yeah, man, I'm about, this 6-pack. I can get that back." And I looked at him. I said, "No, you can't." He's like, "Yeah, I can." I said, "All right, I give you 8 months." I'll give you 8 months.
8 months and didn't get it back.
No, man, you can't-
He was too busy
I looked at
partying.
Nelson, who's older than him, and I said, "Nelson, you think he can get this back?" He said, "Nah, man, he not getting that back." He
listen.
was like, "I could do this in 4 months." I said, "Okay."
No, it's
And we
impossible.
put a bet down.
It's impossible.
And
Why is it
February
impossible? Because he
23rd.
still drinks and
It's not.
stuff?
It's not.
It's
That's impossible.
impossible.
It's impossible because you can't be your old self, right?
Ever.
Because I look at myself in 2012, 2013. I had the 6-pack. I was like, oh man, I'm trying to get that. My trainer was like, why? Why are you doing that?
Damn,
Now I
son.
can be the best 48-year-old body I could be,
Right.
And maybe that has a 6-pack. But when you're trying to go back to your old self,
Honey.
and that stuff is like
Yeah.
8, 9, 10,
I definitely
5,
have
6
my
years ago,
20-something
you can't do that. You can't
Right.
do that,
Stomach.
and you can't use that as a beacon. You know what I'm saying? To be,
Yeah.
you can say, "Hey, I want to be the best body." Like I'm
He was
almost-
doing good for a month, and then he was back to
Oh
his
man,
bullshit.
it's too easy, especially in this business where you get food and drinking,
Drinks,
Right.
you like them,
and you're
you
up
like
late,
to eat a
and
drink,
you're not
up
getting
late.
sleep.
Listen.
Like when I had that little 6-pack in 2013, man, I couldn't tell me nothing, man. I was on that elliptical watching TV on the elliptical. I had an elliptical in my house watching every day. Wasn't eating shit. Was a miserable person.
No, it was a miserable person.
But it looked good in the photos. It
Yeah.
looked good in the photos, but yeah, that life is miserable. That's not for me. That's
Yeah.
not for me.
Yeah.
I feel
But
that,
if you
honey.
if you got a tasting menu dinner out of it,
I did.
then I would
Yes,
say go
that's
to Casks.
fabulous.
Unless you want to hit him in the head and then go to Masseria.
I know some people
Where's
were like,
Masseria?
I forgot about Masseria.
I would say this. I mean, if I wouldn't go there with my money again, but
Ooh, okay.
but
I heard that. I want to do
plan the
Casa.
next
He's
work
been to
dinner
Casa
at
before.
Masseria, apparently. Okay.
I was I'm still thinking on it. I don't know where I want to go yet, but I do know I was thinking of trying a place that he had never been before, and that to be nice. But you're right. I don't know why I think about that. I should just go for myself.
Right, because
I
you
won the
you
bet.
fuck that.
yeah. So yeah, I would say if you the best to me. Tasting menu options are the I Love Sushi at Mikado, and then Calsa, and then the third would be like Rooster and Owl when they do their thing.
I love Rooster and Owl. I've been there. Rooster
Yeah,
Owl's
so
good.
I'm not dining right.
So there's a couple things, but no, Calsa.
Rooster Owl's still there. It's been there for a while.
It's
awesome.
there. But Calsa is by far, if you can get reservations, and it's black owned. It's because owned by and it's the number one restaurant in. According to Washingtonian magazine, Amazonia is fabulous.
Fucking love Amazonia.
But the Calsa tasting menu is by far the best in the city.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
People have been saying that, and I've been feeling very convinced. So I want to do it. I want to support my fam.
Yeah.
And everything. Let's do our second sip.
Okay, what are we doing second?
Okay, so second sip, we're moving into Bhakta. Which I think we've tasted through Bhakta a little bit before on the pod before. So the previous owner of Whistle Pig, I think it was like 1 or 2 bottles in like 2 different lineups. Yeah,
did they look like this?
Yeah, same shape and all that.
I don't remember.
Can I pick up the bottle?
For sure.
Does that mess up the film?
No, for sure. You can. So previous owner and founder of Whistle Pig, Raj Bhakta, this is his next endeavor, and so he's made his millions by now, and so now he's holed up in Vermont with all these like barrels of like really old stuff. He's got a ton of Armagnacs, a ton of like whiskeys and rums and all the things. So he's just in Vermont basically having fun with all these different barrels, and they're all typically like in these like really high ages, which is why he does like year indications on the front. He basically uses like vintages. And so, this is a rye whiskey that has spent time in a Calvados barrel. So this is their 2013 straight rye whiskey finished in Calvados casks. It is 10 years and 8 months old, and a mash of 95.5 rye. So basically, you got some MGP and aged it in some Calvados casks.
Are these our oldest bottles so far?
It's up there because we've done double digits. I don't know if we've done like in the 20s.
Right.
But he's aging this in Vermont.
Yeah.
So this is really cool, interesting because he's taking the MGP juice and then moving it to a colder climate.
To a colder climate, exactly. So he can age it for significantly longer because it stays really cool there. Yeah. And I'm going to assume less humidity. I haven't been to Vermont, so I haven't felt the climate. I guess you'd probably be able to tell me a little better, but I don't know how humid it gets there or how dry it gets or whatever. So
definitely on the drier side.
Because it's a lot of like greenery and stuff in Vermont, right?
And it's also mountainous, and so you have
like higher elevations,
and it's cooler,
stuff.
right? It's cooler longer, so he's not losing a lot of, and it's also that means it's actually drawing more from that wood for longer without losing to the angel share. Yeah. So that's awesome.
Yeah. So 95.5 rye. But the 5% isn't malted barley. The 5% is corn. So 95 rye, 5% corn. Proof is 107.6. And origin of the rye is Indiana. So I'm assuming MGP.
No,
but 95.5 corn. I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely MGP.
Ooh, y'all. First smell, I'm thinking about the oils off the side of the street when they're like, "Ooh, here's my oils. Try this." The musky type.
Classic. The roll-ons.
The roll-ons.
But you know about.
What y'all know about them roll-ons?
I don't think I know.
The man comes on the metro, look like he got bullets in
correct, and he got the fucking strap-on thing with all the scents in it.
One of the fragrances for
clink, clink, clink into the fucking
musk.
metro.
That's the first thing that came to mind when I did the first
Wow,
one.
that's a good one, and that's actually very accurate. That light, like there's that oakiness.
It's like Drakkar. It's like Drakkar in a bottle.
Yeah, a little bit of that leather element, a little bit of that like menthol element.
No, now I'm like getting that Drakkar Noir. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Wow, that's fun. See, I love a good nostalgic pull.
That's it. It was the image that flashed when I smelled it.
I haven't seen one of those guys in so long.
I haven't seen them.
Next time.
I also don't. I feel like the most places I'm probably going to see them these days is in our little our one little intersection right there, Georgia Avenue, Georgia and Florida.
Come on, I was literally
where the Go-Go State plays.
Literally
You still got the spot over there with the oils and the incense and the things.
Yes, please walk around some oils.
Oh man, listen, boy, listen.
See, now I just have my mom make all my oils, which
Maybe
is
that'll be maybe an oil vest will come around.
an oil vest.
Because
As a part of some of my pop-ups in the future, you know, you choose a scent, it goes with the cocktail. I don't know. We'll see.
I love that. Please, let's do that. I like that idea a lot, actually. That'd be a very DC event.
Because those oils and stuff, their noses, their aroma is really attracting to people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They can be off-putting if you put too much on it. Just need a little bit.
Yes, that's what I'd
But they
roll
also
is
they kind of like prepare your mouth to like do something. It's like that's like, you know what I mean? That's like they hit it like, you know what I mean?
prepare for the bob off.
Yeah, prepare for the bob off.
Prepare your mouth to do something.
Yeah, man, listen. I mean, whatever it takes.
Whatever.
That is such a prepare for the bob off.
This was remind me. We're in. I was in grad school, and so you know, I love bacon. So I always used to cook bacon all the time. I can only cook a pack of bacon at a time. I can't like cook a couple slices. I gotta cook the whole pack.
Damn.
And I used to save the little grease. You know what I'm saying? Because my mom would tell me to save the grease. I remember one night I was like, I'm gonna go to the club, and I took a little bit of that grease and put it on like that joint right there. You talking about
the girls flocking? Were they flocking?
Flocking.
What made you do this?
Because I was being funny. Because I just saw it out there, so I used to take a little bit of that.
Dabbing.
And it just reminded me of that. Because
That is hilarious.
that was probably the closest I had to a bob off in grad school. But
Wow, because of the bacon. Okay,
just
because
a
of the
little
bacon,
bit.
a
Little bacon
a
grease.
dab of bacon grease.
bacon grease and
Wow.
obsessing cologne.
I wonder what pheromones that releases.
Yeah. Somebody's gonna want you. That's
Here's
what I
the
can tell you.
thing.
I'm telling you.
Everybody loves bacon.
Everybody loves bacon.
You could be a vegan
That's,
to this day.
I mean, it just
You
smell.
love bacon at some point
Yeah.
in your life, and that smell will never not be appealing.
Nah, for real.
Yeah, man. Listen,
I don't care if I see a pig get slaughtered.
I'm-
The smell of
I'm eating that
bacon
bacon.
Yeah,
will
listen.
never. I don't know if I'm going to eat it, but the
I spent
smell
almost
I
every
will always appreciate.
I spent almost every summer growing up on my grandfather's pig farm, so I have
Wow.
no.
So you're very desensitized to all that. at this
Nah.
point.
I mean, pigs are for food. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're not. We were reading Charlotte's Web as kids. Okay, meh.
Cute.
God, I can't get.
God.
I mean,
Wow.
If you
Yeah.
don't know what that smell is, I apologize. I could do more details, but I'm not.
There's a little chocolate underneath there.
The chocolate is very
Little vanilla
rich. It's very
bean.
rich.
Yeah,
too.
it's very rich. A little light roast, like coffee bean, not nothing that's been roasted or ground.
No, this is delicious. I would definitely look into that.
Ooh.
Yeah, right
Chocolate
now
on the palate.
the Bhakta lineup is top tier for sure.
I
which
love the bottles.
It better be for the price point.
Yeah, what's the price point? That's what my next question was.
Like, let me see. I can pull up for these in particular. Yes, water me doll. Thank you so much. Yeah, for Bhakta, because they're like minimum. I think it's like $150.
Really?
Let me see. Bhakta.
With the water, definitely became a floral note on the nose.
So this bottle in particular, yeah, $150. I was right, $149.
Yeah. That glass is expensive too.
Of course, a lot of it is the packaging. But what's funny enough is the next one that we're gonna taste. It's fucking $69.
I think with the water, it makes you can
Right.
tell it's MGP, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, no. When it opens up to, it's like almost automatic.
Wow.
And
Yeah,
you
way
lose-
more of the chocolate comes out on the nose.
And you lose some of that barrel when you put the water in it.
Yeah.
It like disappears really quickly. Like this, what I would always do, like a neat pour, not a rock or anything.
Yeah, for sure. There's not a lot of pours that I'm doing over a rock. If anything, I'm probably just doing a splash of water or something, just because I feel like I lose a lot in like a neat pour with a rock in it. Like the cold constricts so much of the flavor
Yeah.
that I would rather just, if my goal is dilution or something like that, I'm just going to do a little bit of water
Got it.
as opposed to like controlling temperature.
Got it. No, that makes sense.
Well, before we move into the next thing, I want to do a little catch up with Clyde.
Okay,
I haven't seen you since 2023, Clyde.
Oh my
Happy
gosh.
New Year!
Happy New Year.
Yes.
What have you been up to? How was your fourth quarter / holiday season? I guess I'll say.
Fourth quarter was great for myself. It was a very hard year. Last year was a very hard year for liquor retailers. You know what I'm saying? As the restaurant and bar business started coming back again, the people who were drinking at home the last 2 years were going outside.
Yes.
And the liquor store owners, such as myself, were like, hey, you guys, remember us?
We're stuck here. We're still here.
Remember you like to make your own drinks? Remember you might. But fortunately, for house bar and the stores that I'm a part of, we sell a more experiential thing, so we didn't have that kind of drop off.
Yeah.
But it was a very tough year for a lot of liquor stores. Like Total Wine itself was down 30% last year. You know what I mean? And if you think they're down, your local liquor store is really down.
Yeah.
And
I don't know, the one over here stayed.
What's up, Michigan?
Right here on right here on Franklin and 7th right.
Oh yeah. No. The hood.
The hood Johns.
They're always going to.
Hey, listen, those people ain't going no bar anyway.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying?
That's very true.
You know what I mean? So if you can get you some funnel, 6-pack,
Not for real.
$2
For
tickets,
real though. A backwood
and a pint of E&J, you good?
Yeah.
You good, right?
Get you a little Paul Masson if you being fancy.
Yeah. So those places didn't feel the thing, but the kind of the general liquor stores did very poorly last year, which in turn hurt smaller brands more.
Right.
Because when you're a liquor store owner and you're like, my store is going, I have low volume come to the store, I need to make sure I have the items like Tito's and Jameson.
Right.
So the smaller liquor brands got really squeezed out last year. Wow. So that's been very difficult. And so for smaller brands, even smaller distillers, you know, in DC, we're losing distillers like almost every month. You know what I mean?
They're gone.
They're gone.
I'm really sad. Like, there's so
but
many distilleries closing.
Because the problem is, even if you can make spirits, how can you afford to sell the spirits, right? So you need to have a strong sales force, but if you only have one or two products, you know, how do you get somebody that's going to cost you $100,000 or $90,000? How do you pay that person? Do you make enough? Do you have enough to pay that person to sell your product?
Right.
Do you have enough product to sell? And you're competing with bigger brands with more money. So it's very hard for these brands who started with people who are just very passionate and like, I just want to own a liquor brand. And now you're in year 6 and you're running out of money.
Yeah.
And so what we've seen is the smaller brands are coming to a crossroads. They either are going away, like just going away, because there's nothing to sell.
Yeah.
Right. And so, or you have to work on how do I build a sales team that's efficient for me that I can afford and also still make product and make money and compete. So we're dealing with a lot of that in the industry. And fortunately for me, what my company does is take smaller brands and consolidate them together. Yeah. So when my reps are going out, they're seeing 8 or 9 brands as if they were a Pernod rep or a Diageo rep or a Bacardi rep, because they're able to go out. Bacardi and Pernod, they're able to go out because their rep is showing them 8 or 9 things. But if you're Mr. Clyde Davis Distillery and I make Clyde Davis vodka, so one vodka, and I got to pay the same person that they got to go against the Pernod people. It's just harder. So so that part has been difficult, and then explaining that to brand owners is always difficult because everybody's juice is the best. Right? There's not a brand owner that doesn't think their product is the best. I mean, and
which is good,
which is great. Listen, man,
you don't want somebody making shit and they're like, if you like it, you like it.
I own a brand, and I mean, I think my Amaro is the best Amaro in the world, but that ain't enough. You know,
right? Because if you compete with Averna's Kapari's budget for Averna or something like that, like
Averna can give away more Amaro than I can make.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you just have to be able to be patient and weather the storm. And try to figure out how you can get, those on-premise, those restaurant bar plays that make sense for you, and stop worrying about being at every bar, but be at bars that rock with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what I tell people all the time. Like, there's brands that have more budget than some of my projects, and we sell more because we're in accounts that just
genuinely
rock with
fuck
us.
with you,
Right.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that means the world. And that's those relationships that we keep working on. And if you're doing that and you're doing right by people, you don't have to worry about those things.
Sure.
But so that's what's going on with me in the business side. They got some restaurant and bar stuff coming. One in Annapolis, one in Baltimore. One of the investments I made, Lydia is still doing this thing.
Yes.
Shout out to Vic. They got their 2nd year anniversary and for a
How was it?
I was in Mexico, so
I'm sorry, Vic. I didn't make it. I want to see how.
I don't know, Vic.
But yeah, but 2 years in the restaurant business for a black-owned business.
Is this Lydia's? What are we talking about?
Yeah, Lydia.
Oh, look at me guessing right.
Is a huge.
I still haven't been.
It's a huge milestone. You gotta come.
I haven't been. I want to go for one of these like Mondays. Seems to be like the night to go.
No, I got you.
Yeah, but it's a big deal, and I want to continue to invest in local businesses and black-owned businesses that allow people to do for their families and to do by our community, and so that's where my head is at right now because. My goal in my life is not to be like a billionaire, but to help make 1,000 black millionaires. That would make me happy as a person.
Well, I'll be sending some proposals to you.
Claiming one of them 1,000 slots right
now.
In the name of Jesus.
We're gonna put
in
the name. Couple projects. I don't know.
Jesus.
Multiple projects. Are in that one, or is that one me? I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah. But no, that's really my feeling about things.
I love that
because it's not like I you can't use this song anymore, but when it's ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. You know what I mean? But
can't use that song anymore. No.
You can't use it.
In this context, I feel like you can.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that's what it's about. Like I don't want to be a person who's like gotta do stuff for all my friends.
Yeah.
I want to be a person that puts my position in their friends
to do for themselves,
so they can do themselves, and we do for each other.
Right. I want to say, I think that's one of the things that constantly draws me to you as a person, as a beacon, as a person I look up to.
Yeah.
Ask for advice because for me, talking about black people gatekeeping, it really felt like a lot of people that I looked up to going into the industry were keeping things from me on purpose. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And to not to defend them because I think that every human is trying to do their best for themselves or do what their best. But for so long, we were told there can only be one. And if it's only going to be one, it's going to be me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's very hard for people to get out that mindset.
Yeah.
I come from a mindset is that there's enough for everybody.
Yeah. I agree.
You know what I'm saying? And also, I think I'm safer when everybody got it.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? Because if everybody got it, nobody's coming at me.
Why don't we don't even backstab it? Like, you got it, I got it, we got it.
We can eliminate the whole crabs in a barrel issue if we stop putting ourselves in the barrel.
Yeah. And crabs' natural habitat is not a barrel.
Each other.
You know what I mean? Crabs don't belong in a barrel.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the other thing, sometimes I think about the crabs in the barrel. Not only do they not belong in a barrel, but who's not to say that crab is not trying to bring the other crab up?
Yeah.
Right.
We're all together.
Like, so sometimes it looks like the crab is
trying to
get
to the top
honestly,
and then pull
I got y'all. Bitch, I got y'all.
Right.
Some crabs
use your legs. Use your legs.
I ain't strong enough. Then he's
some
in the
crabs
back.
might be more motivated than others to get to the top.
Yeah,
and pull your ass up out
and
with
motivating others as we're moving towards the top.
So we gotta
For
just,
sure.
So it's about.
It's just the motherfuckers at the bottom not listening.
Yeah, we gotta share. We just gotta share.
Correct. Because the motherfuckers at the bottom, some of them are determined or believe that they are determined to stay at the bottom or believe that that's just where they're going to be. And like people who see you doing something or hear you talk about doing something that they can't fathom for themselves are not going to know how to prop you up or push you up to do it or how to encourage something that they just can't even visualize.
And also, we also have to remember, and it's funny because this album came out last week, and I'm not really a fan of this guy. Benny the Butcher is a good album, I guess. But he had a song called "Everybody Can't Go," and sometimes you have to realize that. I mean, and like I don't know what that song's about, but when I read those words, like everybody can't go, and that's something that as entrepreneurs, as humans, we have to realize that we can't help or can't save everybody. Yeah. But what we can do is make it easier for as many people as possible. But everybody can't go.
Everybody cannot go.
Everybody cannot
and
go.
on that note, let's get into our winner or not. So,
Is it with it or nah?
with it or not?
Okay.
Like, with it or not? We gonna figure out a song.
Oh, y'all need some theme music for that.
We gotta get on our Amanda Seals and like really record our little.
We got her little brother that can do something. What about your son? Your son be making music.
He making music now.
I have two musical sons. Actually,
See, we support the black creators now.
My oldest son is coming out with his album on February 9th on Friday.
Shout out his name.
Yoko Chanel. He come out with the album February 9th. I think the album's called Play. I don't remember the name of the album, but I saw the artwork the other day. I know a couple of the singles that are on there. A lot of my, like, it's amazing because this is a kid. We used to rap in the car together and see him make music and be a rapper. I'm like, oh man, this guy is like, I mean, it's amazing to me. And he's also a middle school teacher, and he's also a big part of House Bar. Nice. And since we've last been here, he performed in New York City at SOBs, and that's a classic venue that a lot of rappers, R&B artists got to stuff. Nice. So be able to witness him on that stage, doing his thing, doing his passion. I was like, it brought tears to my eyes because this is my little boy. It's my baby boy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So shout out to Yoko Chanel. He is now 27.
Okay. Your baby boy.
My oldest.
I wasn't going to say nothing.
Yeah, my oldest son is
babies.
27. They're always babies. They're always babies.
No matter what. No matter when.
Yeah. And my youngest is 16, and he's playing the French horn, the trumpet, the piano, the guitar. He wanted a guitar for Christmas, so I give him the guitar. I said, well, I mean, now what can you do for it? He started playing. I said, oh, wait a minute, hold up. Like,
I can earn my keep.
I'm already like, and so every time we're in the car, he's like, Dad, let me play this music I made, and it's like,
do you love that?
Do I love the music? No.
Not necessarily the music, but just the fact that he's excited to show you what he's working. Not do I love the music? No. I mean the fact that he's excited to show you what he's working on.
The fact that the excited he showed me, and also to see the growth in it.
That's so funny.
You just gotta support. You
that's all you gotta
support them. Somebody's gonna like it.
And it's good. And every time it's growing and it's growing. And I remember when he first started playing the French horn, it sounded like a dead giraffe, a dying giraffe. And I used to be like,
I mean, you gotta practice it. And
I live in a small house in the city, so all the practice is like his mother's house is bigger than my house, so he could practice. He didn't have to hear him practice. When he practiced in my house, all of Morton Street knows that he was playing something. You know what I mean? They call it animal control a couple times, but now he's like all-state, musician. He's in high school on a music scholarship. So he's doing really well, and I'd like to see him expanding and also not just performing music, but creating music. And that's the part that I always try to push on my children, is that it's great to be able to do stuff, but it's greater to create stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because those are your gifts to the world. You know what I mean? And so
literally. And
so they're doing that. And so I'm very happy to be. I've been very blessed to be their father.
Proud papa.
And so it's exciting. So maybe one day they'll make music together, or maybe they'll let me spit one of my old raps on there. You know what I'm saying? So hey, listen.
It's gonna be in the style.
Listen. If Jay-Z can put Blue Ivy on, if Jay-Z can put Blue Ivy on, he can put his dad on. Dad spit some bars.
Seeing Blue Ivy up there with him was such a beautiful visual.
She looked like Beyonce when she was up there.
She really. That's what I said. Right? Such a beautiful.
Just like
and seeing Beyonce just sitting out there so proud, just looking at them or whatever.
But yes,
it was such a cute little thing.
It was great, but I have to be honest. That's not who we thought Blue Ivy was going to be when she was born.
No. We definitely thought it was going to be Baby J. Definitely thought it was going to give Sean
the more she grows, the more she looks like Beyonce's face.
Thank God.
Listen.
Love you, Jay-Z.
Thank God.
You don't even see your face on a woman. I'm sorry.
She's got Jay-Z's head shape and the lip.
And I think his eyebrows.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because she's got some strong eyebrows, and I appreciate
that.
That
made me laugh so much. But people are like, oh, man. I was like, hey, man, listen.
That baby came out. You know another baby that came out kind of strange?
Came out a billionaire.
Kavia James. Woo, Lord. When Kavia was a baby.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
Kavia was a strong face. See, I have not seen.
Jesus.
Not to shade any children. No shade.
Not to shade our children.
But I was definitely concerned.
Who is this?
Kavia James. This is Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade's daughter.
Oh, my God.
And they named the child Kavia. So I'm like, oh, my God. She's got this very interesting, strong combination of things
happening.
Listen. Beauty Booty changes.
No, now
Beauty
like
changes.
you see the little girl, you're like, oh wow, she's
I haven't
really-
seen her recently, so she's growing into her look.
Yes,
Praise the
honey.
Lord.
Yeah,
Because
you know,
at
when
first it
people
was
are-
a lot.
People like, oh man, look at the nice baby. Oh, it's a baby.
It's a baby.
They don't say it's a cute baby. It's a baby. Look at that baby. When it's a-
This is why I don't speak on kids one way or the other. I don't
a baby.
overly gush if they're cute.
Okay, that was when it
Okay, yes.
she's growing into. Look at her daddy,
listen,
but
listen.
growing
Yes,
into her
now they
face.
still need to tackle that unibrow.
Hey,
I mean,
listen,
let the unibrow go until she's ready to attack
because
it. I
she's
think
of that age. It doesn't
children should
matter.
have their unibrows.
Yes, I had mine up until I was old enough to.
Unibrow?
That's funny. But you know, some people don't just have unibrows. They have the unibrow that goes to the sideburns, so look like a headband.
What? I've never seen that. No,
The heck?
I've never
You
seen
got
that.
the unibrow that go to the set, man, but it's okay. It's okay.
That is
Listen.
hilarious.
Well, shout out
Listen.
to kids growing into their features.
No,
Yes.
for real, because
Yes.
that's
I
really
love
great.
that. I
Yeah,
love
listen.
that for y'all.
I'd rather you be a not cute kid and a handsome adult than a
Right.
cute
Correct.
kid and an ugly adult.
Damn. Yeah, that
real.
was up.
No, man, because ugly people are the most oppressed people in the world.
That's a fact.
This is true.
I mean,
is a fucking
they're discriminated against. You know what I'm saying? And just for 6 cents a day, you can support a ugly person. Like coming to just cash at me, and I'll disperse it among as many ugly people as I can with
Oh
a 30% surcharge.
I don't know. I guess I've been watching Kapri so long. I can't even remember the age where it was like, woo. I can't even remember. I've been watching. Not watching, but like, you know,
I hadn't even seen her as this grown up age. I still have her like as
She's not grown up yet. I mean, she's like
not grown up, y'all, but like she can walk and shit. Like
That's
I
interesting.
still
Well,
seen her when she was still being carried around and shit. Like I hadn't even
Maybe she's 40.
laid eyes on her since then.
Yeah, but but what I love most is seeing parents embrace and engage their children in ways that wasn't seen before in generations before.
I agree.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's
sure.
that's the best part about it is watching these shining examples of parenthood and treating children based on who the child is,
Right.
Yes.
versus who you want them to be.
That's a whole subject, actually.
and
though.
so and I'm thankful for my dad for that, and
Yeah.
so because but to have those sort of people to be able to see that and then be like, okay, maybe this behavior is what I need to emulate versus what has been taught to me through my family. That's the benefit
Right.
of social media and these engagements is that you're able to find ways that are different than the way you were or the people on your block were, or else you're just being like the people on your block
Right.
over and over again.
Right.
You know
what
what I
your
mean?
parents want you to be.
Yeah,
What
what
they say you
your-
have to be. What you say you have to do.
Everybody here works in the mill.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But hey, listen, Jay-Z, so I can rap.
Everybody has it.
You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I want to dance. I don't want to work in the steel mill. I want to
Right.
be a ballet dancer.
Right.
Right.
They're like, but you got 2 left feet.
I
I'm
think
not
also
going to be a
with
good
social
ballet
media,
dancer.
it allows us to see that these careers that weren't deemed good careers are worth it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, without me being able to travel and like, if I was just behind a bar, my mom would probably be like, "What are you doing with your life?"
Yeah.
But the fact that I'm traveling, winning awards, being noticed
Right.
on these platforms
It's a
just for
career.
making
a lot of
dreams.
people just didn't have
And
that
inspiring
understanding
people.
of the ability that this isn't a career.
in
It's
an
not-
industry, anything
it's not
that's
just
an
a job.
industry has potential to take you very, very far.
And the
Which
thing
everything
is,
does.
the thing is
Yeah, depending on how
that
you work it.
every human has value.
Yeah.
Every career has value.
Yeah.
It's just now we're able
We're all
to
feeding an ecosystem.
Yeah, and we're able to. Ooh, I see big words is coming out right now. You know what I'm saying we get the Merriam-Webster. But
Over ecosystem.
hey, listen, I grew up in PG County ecosystem. That's a step up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like it's a step up. You know what I'm saying? But like, but you're able to see different things and see the value that different things bring, and everybody's able to showcase the value they bring. Because you may
Right.
not have thought
Yeah.
that, you know what I mean? Hey, I'm a mechanic, but now you can see that, hey, I have 3 shops and I can do this to your car. I can like plug out your whip. I can do these things.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Or my friend owned a thing of what's it called detailing. And people are like, oh, you just somebody.
I always need my car detailed.
But now you're like, oh, I got a detail. You're like, oh, you go to Instagram, like, oh man, the detail shop is by here.
Yep.
Right.
You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Right.
And so those things, we're able to see things and see the value, the real value they bring, versus saying, oh, that's a service job.
Right. Literally. It ain't nothing wrong with no service jobs.
There's nothing wrong.
People are here to be served.
It's an ecosystem.
People are here to be served.
And people who work service jobs also patronize other services.
Literally.
Like, it's not... Like,
we all need the
people
services.
think you work
Everybody
in a place of service
needs
and all of a
services.
sudden your entire life is spent in servitude. Like, that's not how that works.
Makes no sense.
But we also have to know the difference between service and servitude.
True.
No,
True.
I'm here at your service.
People, it's the connotation with
Yes,
it.
yeah.
Like, people automatically equate being in playing a service role in what you do for a living automatically means you're just living in servitude to, like, the world. Like, we're just indentured servants out here just because
Nah.
shaking up your drinks. First of all,
All right, third sip.
I can
Third
tell
sip.
you what the fuck they do
Third
behind the
sip.
Let's
bar.
move to our third.
Third sip is we're staying at Bhakta right now, and this is the 1928 straight rye whiskey, finished in. Oh wait, no, I think this is a blend, not a cask finish. Okay, straight rye whiskey, Calvados, and Armagnac. So this is a blend of rye, Calvados, and Armagnac.
So this has Calvados in it and Armagnac.
and
in it.
Armagnac in it. So
So
I'm
it's
gonna
a
read their
blended
little
spirit.
like
Okay.
about situation.
How do you fortify whiskey? Yeah.
So it says, have you ever tasted nearly 100-year-old spirit, bold rye whiskey fortified with ancient Armagnac? Bhakta 1928 embodies the spirit of the Roaring Twenties. Chow. Okay, because that was such a great time. The Roaring Twenties boom, times boundless optimism and big American dreams. In this breakthrough blend, America's finest rye is unified with France's oldest spirits, including Armagnac and the rare and exquisite 1928 vintage, to capture the essence of an iconic era's je ne sais quoi. This is 100 proof, so we've bounced on down the line. And yeah, okay, we're about to see what this gives. I didn't realize it was a blend. I'm thinking it's like 2 cask finishes.
That's actually pretty cool for our lineup. And then also,
Yeah.
Yes, but they're saying that the Armagnac's from 1928.
Yeah.
How much of that is in there?
Is in this. They're pricing this at $70. We're selling this
This
at
smells
$70.
so cool.
So there's no way. The rye is definitely dominant. Gotta be.
Yes,
Because they're
yes,
saying
yes.
it's fortified with
yeah.
the
yeah.
other things.
And that's the part that always, when we do these blends.
You gotta read between the lines, y'all.
And be like, yo, and we put 100-year-old
put
cognac
2
in.
drops.
We're like this. Beep, beep.
Right. They got
We got
quarter
one.
barrel.
We got one bottle of
Period.
this 100-year-old rye of Armagnac,
And then you
and we
put
spread it around 1,000 bottles.
Correct.
So you do the math.
This smells like orange Tic Tacs.
Abso-fucking-lutely. Bitch, freshly cracked open pack. And I have not had one
man.
of those in so long.
Man.
Ooh, that was so specific. I'm glad you were able to pull that like by name like that. Because I would have been sitting here like, why is it so familiar?
Do they-
Also, flat
And not
Sprite.
thought Tic Tacs.
Or
Do they sell
Yeah,
Tic
flat
Tacs
Sprite.
still?
Tic Tacs, I think
they
they're
do
still a
sell
thing.
Tic
Oh, no, okay.
Tacs. I don't
They're
know if
like
they
got
sell
all
the
these
orange
different
ones.
flavors and shit.
Because I know Mentos on 8 Tic Tacs plate.
Really?
No, I don't. No, I used to get Tic Tacs.
I've
but now
never
I see
been a Mentos
Mentos.
person.
I see Mentos.
I see Mentos.
I see Mentos, I think, more than I see Tic Tacs. Like, it's very random when I see, like, especially if I see multiple flavors of Tic Tacs in a store. It's very random. So, like, Tic Tac is just being very strategic about where their placements. They just know who's probably going to patronize at this point. But I definitely see Mentos more widely spread.
I can't breathe.
Orange, white, and green Tic Tacs.
Orange,
Yeah.
white, and green. Yes.
Yeah. Wow, it's a Tic Tac pour.
Sorry, y'all.
So we've learned, or at least we've hypothesized, that Capri may have an allergy to the histamines in whiskey because she went a while without drinking any and was perfectly fine breathing, all the things, and then the second that she took a sip of some whiskey, she got congested.
Never been this sad for somebody.
Me too. I was like, damn.
All I just heard was "In the Road" playing in my eyes.
It'd be like that.
Oh man!
I'm trying. I'm allergic to something, child.
Pour out some. I mean, listen.
Wow, something for her.
No, don't do that.
Not literally.
Bad people don't drink.
Hey, say that.
You know, they don't.
They don't.
But they
don't.
kind of do. So
No,
I have
no.
an ancestral altar, and I've just added, unfortunately, another person to it. And so for that person's birthday, thank you. I had cracked open one of my really good reds because she loved a good red, and I did a pour for her at the altar to celebrate her birthday. I wasn't about to dump it out somewhere now.
I respect it.
But I did it in a nice little taster glass or whatever, something that was like basically like a miniature wine glass. And shit, it didn't take too long for that goddamn pour to dissipate, and it wasn't because of evaporation. I really think my spirits be showing up and slurping that shit down. Pause. Because that wine was gown.
Oh man, yeah.
And I was like, oh wow, damn. Okay, well, happy birthday.
Let me know the next time you're pouring something for somebody. I'll come through. I'll be the ghost.
Not the ghost.
But yeah, no. They loved it.
You step in for the ancestors.
Hey, listen, I'm a what's the thing? An intermediary.
It's a good word.
A median.
Yes.
I'm a median.
Yeah.
Intermediary. That's a good SAT word.
I feel like something like green tree-ish came out with water on the nose.
Yeah. Bark and leaves type of vibe.
Yeah.
And a little, sometimes I'm hesitant to say menthol because it automatically makes people think mint, and that's not what I mean. But there's like an herbaceousness here on the nose.
I don't really know taste-wise.
So, you can tell that it's a blend of spirits.
Yes.
Can I be honest with you? When it first went into my mouth, along with the inhale, it gave someone wet at the bed.
Really? Like okay, what it would smell like?
Like what it would smell like, but on the palate. You know, you smell something so strong, it's like on the palate.
Wow. That's not looking good for you.
I have a cachaça that does the same thing.
Okay.
It does the same thing.
That is, It's been a long time since I've had to smell that
smell. No,
it's
for real.
so specific.
I mean, wow.
So that shit smells like piss, bro.
Wow. Okay.
Taste wise, I mean, I'm gonna leave my information out of there.
It's all right. She's
I
like,
get the raw cacao. I get some tobacco.
I can't confirm or deny it tastes like piss.
Right, because
I can't confirm or deny that I tasted piss. That's what that was, y'all. Y'all saw that. Y'all saw that.
Like, yeah.
The smell, she said the wet bed. How did the bed get that wet? These people in their water sports.
They slept in it. These people in their water sports.
We're not talking about Great Wolf Lodge.
Hey.
Some
people got gifts. Some people.
Hey, people like what they like. You know what I mean? Listen, I ain't gonna yuck your yum.
First of all, shout out to hearing that for the second time on the pod. Jaron was the first one to ever say that to me, and I was like, I like that saying. I've never heard that before. And now you're the second person to say it. I'm not gonna yuck someone else's yum.
Don't let me forget to pour this.
Unless that yum is piss.
Yes. Now, how did we get to piss and like? Don't let me forget to pour this cachaça.
Because the cachaça also reminds you of piss.
People like, this is nasty. You want to try it more? You want to try it?
You want to try something else that tastes like that? Don't let me forget to pour it for you.
This
is what happens when you're in the spirits business.
So I am a person that if something is nasty, I'm making somebody else taste it. Right. Like I am that person. But this cachaça is not nasty. It just has that quality.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay.
And also for just y'all. So the
you know what else tastes nasty? You need to share with your friends.
Y'all tell me. I don't think it's nasty, but I'll let y'all taste it.
So this particular pour, though, okay, we're not calling it nasty.
I'm not calling this nasty. That is just it's actually quite delicious.
It just had that initial moment.
It had that initial moment.
Of the things.
And listen, and no one said something that tastes like piss is nasty. It's just that
not everybody feels that way.
Not everybody feels that way. Some people like the taste.
Depends on your diet.
Urine, yeah.
Me, I'm not touching it.
The nose is definitely doing more for me than the palate is, but yeah.
You said it depends on your diet. That's a very strong statement.
Well, and not that I would offer a personal perspective, but I'm just saying what we.
No, it sounded very personal.
No, because I don't do piss play. No kink shaming. I'm not a piss play girl.
Okay.
I'm not a golden shower girl.
Okay.
However.org, I know that like there has to be a difference between me drinking my gallon a day and having clear piss from somebody else drinking maybe a cup maybe
There's
an
definitely
8-ounce
different.
bottle, and then they're pissing out
Asparagus.
like gold. Yeah,
Asparagus.
like there's
Asparagus.
there's levels to this pee thing.
Asparagus.
And so
Asparagus.
if you're a person, I would
Oh.
hope if you're a person that participates in piss play. That like
Don't eat
you're
beets. Don't eat beets. Don't eat beets. Don't eat beets.
That you're particular
one
about that
time.
person's
It was
diet.
one time. She was like that one
I hope
time
you're
at band
particular
camp.
About a person's diet if you're doing all that. Like some people who are in the
One
scat play,
time.
they want you to have a certain diet or whatever before you
I don't
reach
know.
them.
I don't know. I don't know anybody that does.
I
that.
listen to horrible
You know a lot
Decisions.
more stuff.
So,
You know a
I
lot of
listen
stuff.
to a podcast that talks about that stuff.
Oh, got it,
So
got it.
they go
A
in depth.
podcast.
Ciao.
I listen to a podcast. That's how I heard
I
about
do
it.
listen to Horrible Decisions podcast. Shout out to them.
True.
And they get into all the things. They talk about piss play, scat play, pegging, the whole nine.
I'm not doing shit. Shit will never come near me.
First of all,
No.
I don't want anything to do with your excrement. I just don't.
Woo!
Yeah, okay, so
I don't want any parts.
Now we're learning everybody's lying. Right, so all of a sudden, D is like, no piss, no shit. Capri is like, no shit. I was like, oh.
No
fuck.
shit, no blood,
no blood,
she had
no
to-
race
You know,
play.
she had to add one.
No
she had
shit,
to add
no blood,
one.
no race play. I don't
But,
fuck with
hey,
race play
But
at
piss is
all.
in bounds, ladies and gentlemen.
As long as it's
Actually,
clean.
since we're on this,
Oh no!
since we're on
Are we on it? Are we on the topic?
on this
I'm not. I was just documenting what you were saying
if you
for the
are
record,
looking
for the fans
to
of
find out
Capri.
if
let you know.
are
Capri's not
kinky
shy
or
about what
not,
she's into,
I'm
though.
never.
You know what I'm
shy.
saying?
Not
If there's
shy.
a Venn diagram that says "I love piss" and I also like Capri, there may be a chance
intersection here.
that this allows
I tell
you-
myself, I suffer piss and blood and slaves / race play.
Shit,
I'll
blood,
try anything
slaves.
one time.
Shit,
That's
blood,
right.
slaves. I guess
Shit,
those
blood,
are great boundaries.
I'll try anything more than once.
More than we caught
Hey,
that.
listen,
We caught
one
that.
so
time-
listen,
time
if
we caught
you get to be the first person to shit on her, you're in luck.
No.
If you're gonna be the first person to shit on Capri ever in life, you
I don't
need to
want that to
immortalize that
happen.
moment.
That's hilarious. My bad. I should've
It'll
said
never
that.
happen.
I don't want that to happen at all.
I apologize.
That's so wild.
So if you ever wanted to, wait, where is it at? There is
There's like a way to test your
um,
kink level.
Yeah, your BDSM level. Gosh darn it, I gotta find
Oh, there's
it.
it's like a
It's a test, so it's like a survey thing,
Huh.
to see how vanilla you are.
Basically.
or not? Yeah, right. And it just tells you like
what's the red?
what you're not into. Red is not what you're not into.
Oh,
Green is what you're into. Yellow is like where you'll kind of try it. So
Okay.
Oh,
My-
this is your results.
yeah, these are my results.
Okay. Like,
I'm
Ladies and
not
gentlemen,
here.
there's a lot of green on this joint.
there's also a lot of red though.
No,
to be
no.
fair.
Yeah,
I can't, no,
Satan's
they
Mexicans,
can't see
Daddy
it. We
Mommy's
can see it. I'm
color.
just making it up. I'm like, it's all green. It's like, everything's a go.
It's not all green, Chad.
It's pretty balanced, y'all.
It's
It's pretty balanced.
very balanced. But yeah, I gotta remember what it's from.
That's good to know. You
But yeah.
know thyself.
Know thyself.
And it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Okay,
So-
you gotta send me that link.
I was sending.
I'm pretty sure there's gonna be
you.
a lot of red on mine, just because
Man,
I have a
listen,
lot of hangups.
Don't send me that link. I'm just gonna say no. No,
Just one big no.
I don't do that. I don't do that.
You, it was a bad question. I
No,
mean,
I like
It
stuff.
was
No,
kinda
I,
bad question,
I
but-
like some stuff. I
stuff.
love a lot of stuff. I love stuff that makes you feel good. I love women and like.
What about what about handcuffs? Like
Oh, no,
something
I don't-
on the vanilla-ish scale.
Well, I don't mind handcuffing people.
yes,
but
you yourself would not be
as somebody
handcuffed
who's
or
been
tied up.
who's been handcuffed and who's been arrested and
no.
come from. I just don't. I don't
Yeah, I
find
can't
any of
play
that
in
part
that realm
interesting
either, yeah.
but if you
I
want to be,
agree with
if you
that.
can be handcuffed, and you want to be beat, I got you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
There's
that
no problem.
beat shit I'm not into.
people
No.
love
I'm
that.
not
I mean, like
into
I got paddles, I got handcuffs, whatever you want. I'm with it. I'm
but
with
you're
the
not
shits.
getting paddled.
No.
You're not
No.
getting tapped on the butt.
No.
Okay.
No.
It's
That's
not
just
giving
not. That's
that.
just not. That's just not my thing. I just don't.
Yeah,
Also,
I don't
want
need tools for
pleasurable
that. Like,
pain.
I
also,
don't want to spank.
I have a very serious allergy because I'm allergic to pain. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that statement. I agree with this statement.
So what we're about to get into?
I tell people all the time, like, I want to be pleasured. I want soft licks. Like,
Yeah,
you
nothing
know, I
that
want-
really
that's all I want.
inflicts
Like
actual
that.
pain.
Yeah.
I don't want to bruise.
I don't want
Most
I don't
people
want
no
no red.
bruises.
Most people want pressure, not pain.
Yes.
I'm down for that too.
Pressure.
I'm okay with spanking. I don't need a paddle involved. I'm okay with choking.
Okay,
I want to still be able to breathe.
Yeah.
I don't want to be like, ah! I want to be like, ooh.
I hope you guys have your scorecards out and you're like writing this down. Like,
hopefully they do, because we be telling y'all anyway. So
we definitely be telling y'all.
Been taking notes.
Should tell y'all.
Listen. I know. Somebody right there sitting there. They know Capri's single. They're taking their little notepad. They got their little graph.
Pop up when you ready.
They got their little graph. They like, I know all the things that she likes and all the things you don't like, and they're gonna show up one day like, ha.
Right. It's gonna be like, I read your mind, but really I listened to your podcast.
She's been waiting.
Shit, like.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say my little fan that I got possibly.
Hey, you got
to love a fan. Hey, maybe depending on what kind of fan they are.
Yeah.
The one that got my fanatical signature tattoo on them.
Oh, you told me about that.
Somebody has your signature.
I have had my signature tattooed on a person, but they weren't my fan. We were like talking at the time, but he was also in jail. It was very easy to get tattoos in jail, and it like worked in with a bunch of other tattoos. So it's like. But when we didn't work out, it wasn't like he was like devastated that he had my signature tattooed on his neck.
So the problem with that is I don't have a signature. So it's that'd be really weird, right?
I had a consistent way at the time of how I signed the letters.
No C's in the squibbles.
It's a C, and it depends. Because I have this thing. I think it's called dysgraphia, where like my son they didn't have a thing for it when I was cool. There's like he's slow. There's like he's slow.
Oh no!
Everything turns into they slow.
He's slow.
Until they actually realize
that boy's slow. So
what is it?
So basically, there's a disconnect between my brain and my hands. So when it comes to handwriting, taking notes, like I'm an audible learner, and so as a kid, I would never take notes in class. I can sit in class, and I can learn. I can listen. I hear everything. I have a photographic. Everything's cool. I learn like that, but I just couldn't take notes, and so that's problematic for some children in certain learning environments. Yeah. And so now my son, my youngest, they're like, oh, this is dysgraphia. Oh, he gets to have these he gets to take a computer into class and take notes on the computer. He has special accommodations for this thing that I just thought people like, oh, he can't write, he's dumb.
Oh,
like he can't like I remember being like the second grade at St. Matthias. Catholic schools are the worst, and so we're there, and like we're not going to recess until Clyde Davis can write this E correctly.
Oh my god!
So write this E correctly.
That's so dramatic.
And in my mind, I was like, ain't no recess today, guys.
Okay.
Ain't no recess
We're
today.
gonna be here to the bell right now.
Fuck them teachers though. Fuck them teachers, because that's fucked up.
But
putting people on the spot like that.
But it was really and they're like, you're a smart kid. Why can't you write? You know what I mean? And
why don't you explore the fact that yes, I'm a smart kid. So what is it that's inhibiting me from this one thing? Why aren't you curious?
No. It was different, right? When you can't do something like the rest of everybody else, you are like I said,
considered dumb.
You need to be isolated.
And so I remember my ex-wife was like, "Oh man, you're writing," and she was like, "Nobody made you write." I was like, "Nobody cared," and I was like, she just thought it was a lack of people being concerned about my writing and stuff like that. But then when our son, those things came up, she was like, oh my gosh, this is the same thing. Oh, wow. Especially when he's going through the handwriting lessons. And it's like, why is there, like, the kid is smart, he can read, he can do all these things. And we're making this such a big deal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Which has caused him all kinds of, because it caused me trauma as a kid. I was like, I didn't want to write. I was
all
the kids mad at you.
And when a teacher's making it a point to embarrass you
can't
by making the other students lose a recess for one person.
And I was in that joint like,
that's crazy.
Just take my recess. I'm good with it.
I remember being in that joint like,
fuck it,
Yep. I ain't getting recess today because this is not. And I was in that joint at the board. I remember struggling. Everybody going, "Oh!" He messed up again. Like, "Oh!" Like, you're killing me, Smalls. That's
what man.
But yeah, so no. But that's.
I did not know that was a thing.
It's a thing,
wow.
And that's why when you said that thing about having it on my, I was like, I don't have a signature. I have a signature that's on my license that's different from my passport.
Yeah,
that's different. Like when people say, "Here's a tip," I'm like, whatever, man.
Yeah.
When I sign my attendance thing for my Pilates classes in the morning. Every signature looks different.
My dad,
I'm pretty consistent.
Things that my dad did, he was like, what's your signature? I was like, I don't know. He's like, just make sure your first and last name initials are strong and do whatever else you want. So I do a big K, a big A for my middle name, and a big R in between, like some squiggles.
Yeah. And then I used to try to do this V and Davis try to make a dip, like try to make it like
But they don't.
Oh, that shit.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh.
That shit looks so corny.
No, that is like a thing. I'm like, damn, I can't really laugh at this.
No, but it's funny to me because
I'll laugh as long as he's laughing.
No. I remember even telling Miss Shipley, my 6th grade teacher, and I was like, you know what? I don't care about my handwriting because one day everybody's gonna type. And she was like,
period.
Ha 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 ha. That's never gonna happen, Miss Shipley.
Fuck you, Miss Shipley.
You were wrong. Thousands.
With your naysaying ass.
Miss Shipley. Then she became Mrs. Roberts.
You bitch.
She got married, became Mrs. I knew it. No, I mean, I don't know if she's still alive.
Shipley Roberts. If you dead, rest in peace, and also fuck you.
Hilarious.
That was hilarious. That was a hard time.
Nah, for real. That's a hard ass time for sure. Yeah, so I did have something for Winter and All today. It's kind of going into, maybe you saw, maybe you didn't. Keith Lee's back, but it's not his fault that he's back. It's the fact that these dumbass motherfuckers out here still greedy I don't understand. So Keith Lee went to a food truck and
something. Actually, I'm not even going to say the name because I don't want to give her the play.
I don't know if you can hear this, like cars.
Of course, you know we'll share the link.
So pretty much, Keith Lee tipped this truck $4,000 on their check of their food.
Yeah, so he paid them a total of $5,000 for the whole thing.
$4,000.
It was a total of $4,000.
$4,000.
Okay, I thought it was
$1,000 for the barber
and the braiders
Two
separate.
Yeah, so $1,000 for the barber that was there cutting hair. $1,000 for a braider that was there because I don't know who. I guess that was Sherelle, which I didn't know who she was until now. She's my bitch. $1,000 for her. They were brother and sister, right? Was the braider somebody different?
So the braider was somebody different. There was a sister there that was there to support. I think she was helping the brother, or no, she was helping the owner. Yes, she was helping the owner because her brother was going to be there braiding.
Right. Okay. Or cutting hair.
Cutting hair. I said braiding, child. The brother's going to be there cutting hair.
Right.
Correct. And so she was helping the lady just off the strength, for real.
So $1,000 to a random braider that's not even in this. $1,000 to the barber. $2,000. Oh, I guess it is a total of $5,000.
That's $5,000.
$2,000 to the truck.
I think he said $5,000.
But they handed the money to one person.
So he paid it all via POS because he doesn't carry cash in order to stay safe.
But this says $4,000.
So you sounded just like him when you said that. She said that in her best Keith Lee voice. She said in the Keith Lee voice. And we did that to stay safe.
That's what he said. I'm just quoting the man. He said he'll keep no cash on him for safety purposes, and that was his verdict.
I think Sherelle was the braider.
Is Sherelle the one that's calling Shawty out?
Yeah. Because it's $1,000 to the braider.
Not her. Is that the braider? No, that's some lady commentating.
But remember, no, this is the owner. Okay. But anyways, what happens is
I got introduced to this
all the money through all the money went through the truck itself, right, through the POS system, which makes sense. That owner then should distribute
disperse the money.
She does not. She chooses to keep all the money. It said that the barber wasn't there for her. She didn't hire the barber, so why should she give her the money?
Ciao.
And the sister of said person, who also was tipped $1,000 or was supposed to get $1,000, has receipts of texting the owner saying, "Hey, you can keep my $1,000, but I want to make sure my brother gets his $1,000." And the owner was like, "Fuck that. He wasn't with me. Blah 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 blah." Sherelle's like, "What the fuck? Absolutely not. My brother needs to get his money."
Correct.
And not only did that happen, the person gave $2,000 to be able to give food out for free.
Yep.
To the people after him. She stopped it after 3 or 4 orders.
She took a couple orders and then went right back to charging
everybody.
So basically, baby girl's greedy.
No, this is
or severely broke. I don't know.
I actually love that this happened because this is the issue with almost every single charity.
Yeah.
Every single government subsidy.
To their discretion how they
but the issue is this. If you give money to corporations for them to help people, it never gets to the people.
Yeah.
Things don't trickle down. Like I use it.
There's always some shit they gotta cover first.
If you help the people, they'll choose the businesses to support. You know what I'm saying? So you can't, like, this is what I hated about PPP. This is what I hated about the loan things they did with the bank bailout. Is that they bail out corporations, like thinking that the corporations are going to send that to the lenders, and that the PPP people are going to send them to the employees. That doesn't happen. People who get the money are greedy, but the government and people like Keith Lee are too lazy to give it to the actual people, so the people can decide which businesses deserve to be owned, which businesses deserve to be, because that was my whole thing when I was going through the mortgage crisis and trying to get my house refinanced. You tell me you pay Bank of America $300,000 on my part, but none of that came to me.
Right, yeah. I see none of it.
I see none of it. I still have the same mortgage.
Yeah,
you say you bailed out Bank of America, gave them trillions of dollars.
And I'm still getting overcharged by Bank of America on my mortgage.
But how is that? How are you helping me? But if you would have helped me, I'd have paid my mortgage and I would have made Bank of America whole.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you'd have paid, instead of giving PPP loans to these different restaurants, giving money to the actual employees, and then they would have supported the restaurants in general.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What happens is you cannot give money to people thinking that they're gonna give money to the people you want to help. If you want to help people, you gotta give money to people. That's why I don't support a lot of charities that do, like, I'm not gonna name them, that they're like, we're gonna have a $500,000 event to raise $600,000 for hungry kids, when you could have took that $500,000 and fed hungry kids.
Yeah.
Right. Literally. Period. Could have actually fed them.
Yeah. So
I'm always confused about a guy like that.
No. But I mean, there's a lot of things like that.
Yeah.
Where I think just give the money to the people, and the people will bail out the businesses. You know what I mean? There's no problem. Like, if they would have gave me money for my underwater mortgage, I'd have paid my mortgage. Right. I'm not gonna take that money and those couple people are gonna what they call it, run off on the plug. You know what I mean? A couple people are gonna do that, but most people are gonna just pay their bills because people want to pay their bills.
Right.
People are not hustling to have fancy shit. They're hustling to live.
To survive. Literally. People are just trying to survive.
So you just give the money to the people, but it's a lazy thing to say. It was lazy for him to give it to one person.
And he did have a response.
Right, because he could have definitely Zelled or Cash Apped or whatever.
Let's listen to why he
gave us the I sent you the link, right?
He didn't, yeah.
Because he didn't have cash. I get all.
No,
I get not having cash, but I think it was why you didn't just, like.
He said a reason why he didn't do that, and it was a dumb reason. It was a dumb
reason.
But it's just an example of how this happens in bigger things other than this little $5,000.
No, I don't know if I want to listen to for a whole 3 minutes, but until we get to the part where why he didn't Zell.
To be honest, there's not much to talk about, but there are a few conflated and confused things that's going around about the situation. So let's talk about them. 3 days ago, me and my family went to Sweetly Seasoned Food Truck. Number one, nobody had any idea we was coming. They found out we was in Dallas like everybody else found out we was in Dallas because we was posting videos in Dallas. So in hopes of us coming, they had t-shirts made and they was on live all day. So me and my family wasn't in cahoots with none of this. We was all under the impression that they were a team.
And this was a normal like routine all day long.
The barber being there, the braider being there,
definitely not a
family
magic
being
fucking
there, a lot of people being there. This is our first time here. We are customers. We have no idea what's going on behind the scenes.
I hate
Number two, I was never under the impression that haircuts was free. Again, my family was watching the lives. We knew that he was cutting hair for $40. So when we walked up and I said, I want to give this $1,000 to the barber to do free haircuts and $1,000 to the braider to braid hair, it was because in the original video, the son said it was slow due to marketing. That's marketing. God willingly, after we post the video, there will be a line out the door. If there's a line out the door and there's a barber and a braider doing hair while people are waiting, that's marketing. So again, it's in the hood. You play some music, you cutting hair, you braiding hair, y'all all sitting out, y'all having fun. It's a parking lot barbecue. So again, we don't know the behind the scenes if they knew each other, if they didn't know each other. And the reason why I didn't pay everybody individually, the interaction that you see looked longer than what it was. It was really only like a 5-minute interaction. Within that 5 minutes, 30 to 40 people pulled up. They was pulling up in droves. That parking lot was getting deep fast. And for me and my family's safety in general, I don't never carry cash around. And 9 times out of 10, if we tip, we always do it through the POS system. And even if we wanted to do it a different way, Zelle and Apple Pay wasn't an option because it was 4 or 5 people at the same time on live. So for safety reasons, they wouldn't be able to say their phone numbers or their personal information out loud. And as far as them taking my phone and putting their number in on Zelle themselves, I wouldn't hand my personal phone to nobody. So the POS system was the option that made the most sense. I've learned through this journey that sometimes it's deeper than the food.
I agree. There was laziness there because you could definitely do the codes, the
people are pulling up.
Messages.
You can still virtually send whatever you want. To that person.
Like,
okay, let me get your
step to
let
the
me get your cash
side.
app real quick. Let me get your whatever real quick. Let me get your Venmo.
He's
real
saying
quick.
he can't. He's saying you can't. He couldn't do that because there was people on live. But Cash App has QR codes. All these things have QR codes. We just scan.
You could have stepped off to the side. You pull a person to the side. You do what you want to do.
Like I said,
especially to the barber.
It's lazy.
Yeah,
it's lazy.
I agree with that.
But that's just what I'm saying is that's what happens in general because people don't want to deal with the people.
Yeah,
they want to deal with somebody else. They push off on somebody else to deal with the people.
That's
if
real.
we give it to the banks, they'll handle it. If we give it to the restaurants, they'll handle the employees.
Yeah.
None of these fucking guys in DC or wherever who got these PPP loans. None of that shit went to all their employees.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
It went to them and their investors.
The motherfucking mandated service charges and shit right now ain't going to the damn employees.
Right. So that, and I have to ask that every time, and I don't ask. I ask the server.
Yeah, 100%.
Yo, this service charge, is that going to you?
Ours is written not only in email, not only to us as our service staff, but on the receipt it says that it goes to us as tips. Like our shit is us. We don't fucking. It don't go to the house.
Do y'all?
Love that.
And also, are y'all pooling? Are y'all not pooling? So much. Like I ask these questions because that's going to change how I feel about certain things.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's going to change how I distribute it.
I hate that I have to do that though. Right? I hate that you saying
such a lack of transparency.
You're saying that 20% that goes to everybody.
The overall
front of everybody front of the house. I'm like. Okay, but really,
does that include like the manager? Because
really,
sometimes manager
has busted her ass for me,
right? And
I want her to decide how to divvy up the money,
right?
You know what I'm saying? 100%. If she wants to hit the bar back, she wants to hit the bartender, whatever. Mm-hmm. I don't feel like I have to pay another. Now I have to pay another 15% just to make sure she's taken care of,
right?
On this $300 bill. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's crazy to me.
Yeah, 100%.
So now all of a sudden I'm tipping 40%.
Yeah,
right.
Which is like, and I'm only
insane.
They charge you the service charge, and they still recommending the minimum 22%
because that money's not going to the server.
Then don't charge me a fucking service.
You know what I'm saying? They'll say, "Oh, it's going," which this really baffles me because if you already offer insurance. Why the fuck is my money going towards insurance? You know what I'm saying? So when they're like, "Oh, there's an extra 10% fee to help with insurance for the staff," and
sounds like an employer job problem.
No, that does come from the employer.
Yeah, but so that's why I've been trying to carry more cash lately.
Yeah,
so I can be like, all right,
I try to.
This is
but be careful because there are places that take the cash in. I'm going to say it right now, Lamont Royale. Mm-hmm. They take all the cash, all the tips throughout the week, and then divvy up per person. Per hour.
That's a general pool.
As a general pool for the week.
No, you can't do that.
So money from Monday and money from Friday get mixed together and then separated.
Yep, and then they separate it. I've worked at bars
even
like that.
For pop-ups.
I've worked at bars
my shit got caught up in that. Saying it. Sorry, being transparent.
Sucks.
That's wild as shit.
That sucks.
No. And
I love those people. I love Chad. I love Felicia. But that system is weird.
I would rather just cash app you. And I've done that to people. What's your cash app?
I'll talk about the rest of it afterwards. But that shit was crazy.
What's your cash app?
That shit was crazy. And places like that don't keep up with your turnover high, your things high. Let's really think about, like you said, let's think about the people.
But they get that 1099 out quick as fuck. January 2nd. How'd I get this to January 2nd?
Right. Yeah.
The fuck?
But for real though, do we want to go to our fourth sip before we go into the tea?
Yes, fourth sip.
To our fourth
Can we have a fourth sip and a tea at the same time?
Well, yeah.
Yes.
Right, what's the fourth sip?
tea comes right after the fourth sip.
Yeah.
What's the fourth sip?
Our fourth sip, we're now moving into River Roots, which is basically their brand that sources whiskey, and they're doing their own fun shit with it. So River Roots Barrel Company. This is their 5-year single barrel, 130.16 proof. This is a Seelbach.
Yeah, what did you just say?
130.16 proof. So we
this?
jumped from 100 to
man.
130. This is for if you want that hair on your chest, which I don't. But here we go.
I don't want hair on my chest either. Personally.
5-year-old juice. 75-21 corn on the. I said 75-21 corn. 75-21 4 corn, rye, malted barley on the mash. And yeah. So River Roots. This would be our second release from them. We had another release with them back in, I want to say, September, October of 2023. That was their kind of first release.
Y'all heard the clinking, right? That's
our signature sound. We love it.
We both, me and we drinking something. That shit hit. That shit hit.
Ooh, first of all,
Nose for me is olive oil and roses.
olive oil and roses, but also honeycomb.
Yes.
Like honeycomb the cereal, not the honeycomb.
Oh, I feel that 100%.
That was the first thing I got. I was like, wow, this is cereal.
Yeah,
wow,
I
it's
got
sweet
the
cereal.
notes.
Wow, it's honeycomb. That's my nostalgia pull.
Dig 'em smacks.
Ooh, I love smacks.
Wow.
I love smacks.
Dig 'em smacks.
I've not had them fucking cereals.
Smacks is my favorite cereal.
So long.
man.
That's your favorite?
Yeah, man.
My
The
favorite.
fact they had the frog slapping people.
It's fucking fantastic. It's fantastic. Never even thought about that part, but yeah.
I never thought
that is epic. For sure.
That is some 80s, 90s shit. Boy. Just had the
It has to
frogs.
be, because when else has that been appropriate?
The
Never.
frogs just smacking the shit out of people. Dig 'em smacks. That was their whole branding. A frog,
slapping the
people.
shit out of people. At least I
extra
won't get no
virgin
worse.
olive oil. I'm sorry. It's just like so prevalent to me.
Wow, that's so specific.
I mean, it wasn't as bad as Hawaiian Punch. That was
Yo,
hella
we
racist.
Definitely had that part.
The hella racist.
That
Oh my
motherfucker
God.
was just popping in the everywhere.
No, the Kool-Aid man
Oh, Kool-Aid man, that's what I'm thinking.
busting in people's houses. Oh yeah.
The fact that he was like, it was like Kool-Aid Man was always running downhill.
Yeah.
Always running downhill. And then always breaking somebody's walls. I'm like,
Like, listen.
sir, you
If
couldn't
you-
enter through one door?
If you want to be safe from the Kool-Aid Man, put your house on the hill.
Yeah.
Put your house on the hill.
He's not coming up the hill. He come to the hill, he gonna knock.
Like, why couldn't we put it? Since the Kool-Aid man was in a picture, I don't understand why the picture is the Kool-Aid.
The
Why
Kool-Aid
the picture can never be tall, slender, and fit through a
No,
door.
the Kool-Aid Man, he had to have momentum. So that's why. That's
So
why.
he had to be rotund every time. Like,
No, because that's how I could get to the wall. You know
they
what I
should
mean? He
have
had to have-
diversified the
That's
Kool-Aid
nice.
man into some
Nah,
Kool-Aid
man.
people.
They need
like they did
to
the
have.
M&Ms.
They need to explain kinetic energy and physics with the Kool-Aid
And
Man.
of course, they're not doing that.
You know what I mean? That's how black people get it. You know how the Kool-Aid Man come down the floor?
I get that caramel.
Oh God.
It smells like a Twix bar a little bit to me, but like
I do get a lot of caramel.
before
When you
Hershey
said that,
went
I
downhill.
actually tasted Twix.
yeah,
Yeah, no. Twix
like
is
down
a
to
good-
the cookie, but like before the chocolate part went to shit, because now it's shit.
Yeesh, that is hot.
All right, so this is a random question I ask people when we talk, because I love candy bars. Like, so
Something
are
also
you
gives green tea.
in the caramel camp or the nougat camp?
I'm a nougat girl.
You're the
Nougat.
nougat. Nougat.
I
I'm a
love
nougat girl.
nougat.
Nougat.
Nougat before caramel for me.
So do you think like Milky Way is
Yeah,
the
it's hot.
best of both worlds, or you like
me
Three
get, like,
Musketeers better than that?
I like Three Musketeers so
Ooh,
much.
If I had to pick part Three Musketeers, 'cause Three Musketeers has nuts in it, right?
No, just
No.
nougat. Just
Oh,
chocolate
nougat.
nougat. And also, what the fuck is nougat?
Right? No, it's a good
so
question because
we were
I couldn't
talking
tell
about
you.
making nougat for Allegory's menu.
So
It
making
goes into
nougat.
making nougat. That's so
I'm gonna
niche.
try to find it. Right? We probably not gonna do it because I totally forgot that we talked about it. But
Yeah, like we're gonna talk about it, but nah, it's not happening.
it's sugar, honey, roasted nuts, whipped egg whites with some. The nuts are usually almonds, walnuts, pistachio, hazelnuts, or macadamia nuts. Oh wow, I didn't know that. Whipped egg whites and chopped candy for what? No, it's not.
What?
Oh man,
Chopped candy?
now we gotta make some nougat French toast.
Ooh, it sounds so good. Oh,
Wow.
I guess a
Damn,
lot of
that
other
sounds
nougats
fantastic.
are
Yeah, no.
with
And the last time I was here, I
not
told y'all
eating
I
right.
gotta come cook for you
the
guys.
nougat without nuts and
yes,
fruit or
please.
just honey, whipped egg. or sugar.
No, you still gotta come over here and let me cook. I just started frying fish again.
Ooh,
man.
Ooh, I fried some chicken the other day. So good.
Yeah, man, and I pan frying the fish. I haven't done that in so long, and it was so good. I was very proud of myself. So I gotta next time. Yeah, I gotta just make some. Bring it. Just say fuck it. Just crash y'all party.
Absolutely, you're welcome to crash party at any given time.
But no, this is really delicious.
It's fucking delish.
Nougat. I want to make some nougat.
Oh, nougat head ass.
Oh, nougat head ass.
Oh, nougat head ass, boy. I don't even know what I mean by that. Like, if I call you a nougat head ass, I don't even know what I mean.
Yeah, no, that's nougat. That's nougat.
That sounds like somebody's name.
Yeah. I'm lucky I can't have any more children. I name them Nougat. What up, Nougat?
There's tea going on right now.
Oh, the tea.
Mary or Bowser?
My lady. Our mayor.
Our mayor.
The honorable mayor. The honorable mayor. She's
a plan
I'm a
that
Marylander,
will
so
do a lot of things.
Never thought I'd say
One
that.
of the things that this plan between Bowser and Pinto, whoever, I don't know who Pinto
what the
is.
fuck Pinto bean is.
Yeah.
Face coverings are now or will be criminalized according to this plan.
Yes.
This is not limited to hoodies, bandanas, or hijabs.
Yep. Nope.
Fuck are we talking about?
That's crazy.
Gatherings of 2+ people criminalized. The police can
In
now
certain areas.
designate any neighborhood as high risk.
Yes.
Which we know which ones they're going to be.
Yes.
Allowing them to arrest innocent people for gathering in groups of 2 or more.
2 or more.
If they suspect, that they might commit a crime. If the police are like, those motherfuckers look shady.
No, this is.
And there's 3 or more of them, then we're going out of here.
Yes.
I'm sorry. 2 or more people.
Yeah.
We can arrest them.
1 is the loneliest number.
They can be fined or in prison.
Yeah.
They can now kill people who are in a car chase.
They can shoot them.
Yep.
They can't chase them.
They can't chase it.
But they can shoot them?
Yes.
What the fuck?
Because the biggest thing with car chases is when you chase cars, the cars are being chased are not by police officers or professional drivers, right? So when you're chasing a car, the likelihood of them hitting another car is so high. So you're not allowed to chase cars. That I understand that. I understand why you're not allowed to chase cars. I also understand why you can shoot at the car versus chasing it. Yeah.
My only concern is this just leaves more excuses for police officers to not.
Oh, this whole thing does.
It's anti-black.
For sure.
It's anti-black.
It's anti-black for sure, and it's just like.
Yeah.
Oh, I shot
She
at
making
them
money
because I
somewhere
thought
on
they
the
were
back of
a
this.
threat from all the way over there in their car with the doors locked, and I shot because
no,
I
it's-
Oh, it
I
gets
saw a
worse.
threat through their window.
No, it's
like
anti-black.
what?
Keep going.
Oh, it gets worse. Body camera restrictions removed.
Yes.
The plan will overturn current policy that prohibits the police from viewing their own body camera footage before they write statements.
Yes.
So they can watch their shit and then be
Then
like,
they
"Oh,
leave-
I can make some shit up about why this happened."
Yeah.
This has nothing to do with lowering. Oh yeah. Oh, it gets worse.
Wow.
Fear is now a cause for
Yes.
arrest.
That's always been
I'm sorry. Say that again.
fear.
Fear. Anyone
Fear.
wearing any item that covers most of their face who causes another person to feel afraid can now
Yeah.
be arrested
Yeah.
regardless of the actions. Which
Yeah, that's not.
you could take out covering their face, and that was already kind of a thing.
Yeah.
White tears. Active duty status of officers is now secret.
Yes.
The public will no longer know if an officer who has found to be having engaged in misconduct is still on active duty or not.
Yes.
It actually doesn't
What
fucking
does that
matter, but
mean?
okay.
Yeah, what that means is that
So they could be off the clock. Basically?
that means that they have
won't
police
know.
powers
They could be
24
out
hours.
of the
That
field.
means they have police powers 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
That's what that means.
Because you won't know if they're on duty or not.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter.
And it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that means they have police
Muriel
powers.
Bowser hates.
It gets worse.
But no,
She hates
this is not on her. I'll tell you. I will keep going.
Okay.
The police will now be able to immediately arrest anyone suspected of misconduct while they're riding the metro who refuses to share their name and home address. For instance, if a plainclothes officer, because you don't know if they're on or off duty, demanded your address on the metro, not telling them could now lead to your arrest. So they can stalk you
Ooh, wow.
if they wanted to.
Yes.
Wow. Wow.
And it gets worse. Discarding a gun will become a crime.
Yes.
Discarding a gun?
If you illegally possess a gun, which is already a crime, the moment that you drop the gun or put the bullets out or down, you have been committed to additional crimes.
Yes.
So if you keep holding the gun, you'll probably get shot by the police. And if you drop the gun,
Now you get arrested for it.
Yes.
and a longer sentence.
Yes. If they see you throw a gun away, you get arrested for it. these.
Ooh.
I will say these things.
Jesus.
These are all. First of all,
Wow.
Lord.
Wow.
let's start with one thing.
This is like disgusting.
Crime in our city
Is insane.
is out of control.
It is insane right now.
It's insane. It's high, and this is a knee-jerk reaction to try to slow crime down. It will not.
No, it'll make it worse.
No, I mean, they'll make their reporting will be worse, and their people will not be safer.
No.
And the issue with crime is caused by a level of demand. You know what I'm saying? And a level of not having. And also crime is about proximity. When people who don't have shit are close to people who have shit and people need shit, that's where crime starts.
Yeah.
And the fact is, we need to make sure that people have shit so they're not committing crimes. You know what I mean? And the reality is this. These kids that are stealing cars, they're not stealing from joyriding.
No.
They're getting paid by organized crime for these cars.
Yeah.
If we shut down the organized crime that's paying the kids, there's less kids committing those crimes. Mm-hmm. And then we also have to make sure that people have the income, guaranteed income, to maintain a home in DC, a shelter in DC.
Right.
Shelter is a human right. And so as long as people, as long as the motherfucker is broke, there's going to be crime.
Period.
And so we just have to, instead of dealing with the causes of crime, we're dealing with the symptoms of crime.
Right.
You know what I mean? The fact that I go visit a friend on Saratoga, you know what I'm saying, or in Saratoga, and I see 8 black men gathered at 3:00 in the afternoon. Mm-hmm. The issue is there's no place for these guys to work.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because listen, I ain't gonna spend 3:00 afternoon with 7 dudes.
Right.
I don't give. Let's be on the basketball team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The football team. I have no business there. But if I have no business to attend to,
right,
then that's what happens. And then those people don't have anything. But guess what? Their rent is due on the 5th, just like mine.
Right.
So they got to go out there and get it. And they're going to go out and get it whatever way is possible. And now drugs have become, people get their marijuana from the dispensaries, so I can't sell weed. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's true. I've definitely
cocaine
to dispensaries.
The cocaine, the fentanyl epidemic has killed the cocaine sales.
Yep.
Only people doing heroin are super fiends.
Yep.
Right.
Because of Narcan and methadone. So now you left these guys with no options but to take.
Yeah.
But to take. Like, people don't realize that the drug trade kept a lot of cap on a lot of these crimes that was happening.
On a lot of violent crimes.
Violent crimes happening to civilians.
Violent crime to civilians. Right.
Yeah,
I would just, civilians.
So
correct. The violent crime was happening within the industry.
And within criminals, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Within criminals.
Yeah.
So now the criminals can't rob each other. They ain't got shit. They can't sell weed.
Right.
Even the cats who was selling coke can't sell coke because that shit ain't popping no more. And there's not as many heroin fiends as possible because of opium.
Not in this area.
You know what I'm saying? It's just, so there's not enough fiends. So now these people got to go out there and get it. And the only way they can get it is to take it.
Yeah.
And you can't arrest everybody.
They're going to try to.
They're going to try to, and it just brings more people.
Yeah.
It just brings more people. And so until we deal with the actual issues, which is underemployment, high rent, and those things, you're just not happening. That's why crime was so low. The crime was so low in the pandemic because motherfuckers are getting $1,000 a week and leaving, staying the fucking home. You're not making $600 a week selling drugs.
No,
extra.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you're not.
Yeah,
not in the corner.
Yeah,
you're not. I know people that sell drugs from here. Like, you're not making that kind of money.
Right.
You're not a kingpin.
Period.
You're just trying to make a little money.
Right.
So these things are just
not everybody's the plug, guys.
A knee-jerk reaction to that. So it's whack.
It's so whack.
But I understand why they have to do it, because they don't want to deal with the real issues, which is housing cost, guaranteed income, and opportunity. And underemployment. So you deal with those. You don't have to deal with that.
That's just giving the United States at this point.
Yeah, it is. But this is how the end of a Monopoly game works, right? When you play Monopoly in the game, everybody broke,
right?
Except for one person,
right?
And that person, what he's doing, he's charging everybody for everything.
Yep, that's true.
We're at the end of Monopoly.
Jeez,
we're at the end of Monopoly. At the end of Monopoly.
Got time for that.
Yeah, so now you look on the railroad, be like moving over a little. You know what I'm saying? You taking a little house off of Baltic. You know what I'm saying? You in the hotel on Baltic, like fuck that hotel.
I haven't played Monopoly in a minute.
You know what I mean? Monopoly is telling you what's happening now.
Yeah.
People start cheating.
Yeah.
At the end of Monopoly.
It's very true.
You know what I'm saying? You try to do these deals that don't make sense for you. I'll give you my Baltic Ave if you let me have a free pass on Park Place. So now you done sold now you done sold your Baltic Ave hotel to nigga on Park Place in Bourbon. Just so you won't land there.
Just so you correct.
Because you need that much money.
That's how it's going right now.
Yeah.
People are selling their souls just to live.
Yeah.
Just to not get taxed when they get into the joint.
Period.
So that's why that crime bill, it's insane, but I know why it's insane.
Yeah.
And until we're ready to have the conversation or we're dealing with the real issues, you're going to have shit like that. And I'm not, because they're not ready to have those issues.
So then, when we look forward, does that mean that we just need to be finding a new mayor? Does that even matter? Is it our council?
No, it's not the mayor. It's not. It's the people. Mm-hmm. People don't want people getting shit for free. People and I don't call it
so
I don't call it for free. I don't say it for free. I say that we all deserve these things. We deserve housing. We deserve healthcare. We deserve nobody asked to be born.
Literally.
You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
My father went to a party. I left with my mother. That's how I was born. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how I was born.
That's how it came out.
Yeah, that's how it came out. Nobody asked to be here.
Yeah.
And because nobody asked to be here, we should all have healthcare, education, and food, and a place to close the door behind us.
Right.
Lock the door behind us.
A place to lock the fucking door.
To feel safe.
Yeah.
And we could do that for everybody because there's more than enough for everybody.
Literally.
It's just that some people...
So many greedy people hoarding
greedy
the
people.
resources.
And the people who are greedy, the most greedy, they didn't work for that shit anyway. They got a handout to begin with.
Period.
You know what I mean? Like when we talk about black wine companies and why there's no black vineyards and all this other stuff. So yes, every white-owned vineyard in America started with a land grant from the U.S. government for free. Every black-owned vineyard in America was bought by somebody who made their money to buy it.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to hear shit about where we need to... No, we need to give us the land that y'all got.
Right. Literally.
Or let us... what's it called? Monroe Estates or the Capri, whatever estates. You need to parcel out some of that land to black vineyards.
Yeah.
Because you got it for free, and we can't have equality unless we get it for free. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's just the way it works. You know
that actually goes into our next tea topic a little bit.
Okay.
Do we want to do
I love a good segue. Let's go ahead and do fifth sip. Last but not least, certainly, this is... So, Rare Character is a brand that every release of theirs is different from the previous. And they do a lot of, like, partnering with, like, whiskey groups or retailers or whatever to crank out all these, like, specific barrels of things. And so, an extension of the Rare Character arm is their Exceptional series. And so that's usually like their older age stuff, more experimental stuff. And so this one particularly is a 10-year Kentucky malt whiskey that I wound up, unbeknownst to me, picking while I was in Kentucky for Bourbon Boulay. I had tasted a couple pours or something, leaned more towards one of them, and it turned out to just be my pick. So, so this one is the Rare Character 10-year Exceptional Series Kentucky Straight Malt Whiskey, selected by Distilled and Seelbach. And we're at 134.9 proof.
Hey, listen.
Aged 10 years and 7 months.
D is trying to kill us.
I am not. I'm a barrel strength girl. You are used to this life, Clyde. Cut it out. taste whiskey straight out the barrel all the time.
I do. But just because I cut myself don't mean I want to be stabbed.
Yeah, damn.
You know what I mean?
That's such a good analogy, but that was.
I like to cut myself a
Just
little
because I
bit.
cut myself don't mean I want to be stabbed.
Like, come on, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I like.
Only I can do that.
I like a little. I like to taste the blade.
Oh God. Okay. Well, just imagine this was you cutting yourself. Okay.
No. I'm gonna sip it like that.
And it doesn't drink as hot as it sounds.
That was the sound of the heat escaping Capri's lips.
Oh, Jesus.
The nose. I mean, I've tasted this a million times with this place, so I'll kind of let y'all lead on that. But
I'm giving cinnamon, brown sugar,
raw almonds, raw nuts. Per your pause.
Don't pause. Don't pause that.
Nut medley.
Nut medley. Nut medley.
milk chocolates.
That goes back to the bob off.
And full circles.
Full circle in the bob off. No,
Coffee, black, dark roasted coffee.
So straight malt whiskey. Give me
straight malt.
So not single malt whiskey, straight malt.
So it's a blend of malt.
Okay.
Which is why it's not like particularly a single malt whiskey.
It's all malted barley.
But it's all malted barley.
Okay.
Are they saying straight in the same straight that is older than 2 years? Is that why they say straight malt?
Yeah, I don't even think they have to legally say that. Because
Well,
for malt whiskey,
not a
the
lot of
legal requirements
laws
aren't the same.
Right.
Now,
So
I'm watching this. I'm looking at this bottle. I love bottles, design, and labels. And to watch this woman on a bike
where her feet at? Where
with
her
her feet
toes
out,
at?
with no seat, right? Is that the
Yeah,
seat?
and I think she has a seat.
on
I
the
think it's lost.
seat.
I think it's lost.
She's not on the,
It's lost in the amps.
she's not on the pedals.
She do got the yams. I don't know if they were trying to like
Freedom.
make this an ambiguous woman.
Explain more about ambiguous women.
I don't know, like
I've never met an ambiguous woman.
Like in
Yeah,
terms
we
of
didn't
race.
even ask you the question we
In
need to
terms
ask
of
you.
race. Oh shit, we didn't. Okay, we'll get.
You can
Okay,
ask me that.
so let me
We're
not
good.
spend too much time on this. But I'm talking about in terms of race. Like it's giving white woman,
Oh no.
but like it wasn't giving flat out like.
Not all white.
Yeah, it's not giving all white. Like it's giving spicy
like,
white woman
Like
because she
white.
got cheeks.
Well, no,
And
no.
her skin is a little more olive tone, right? It's not
I've
giving.
dated a woman that looks just like this.
This
Was she
was
Latin?
more auto?
No, she wasn't Latin.
Oh, okay. Because I was saying this could pass for a Latin lady. It
Wait,
definitely
wait,
can't pass
y'all.
for me. I know I'm yellow on a
Y'all
really
see
cool
the
day.
image that we're describing.
She buying the shit
I
out of
know
her.
you like got a little yam.
Who are we describing? This
Is this giving obvious white women to you?
No, she's not white.
That's what I'm
can-
saying.
I-
I don't
I-
think
never
she's
mind.
meant to be
I-
a
I'm
white
not getting
lady,
mine. I'm not
but she's got white lady hair,
Yeah.
and
She's
she
just-
got some yam,
Yes.
and
Yes.
so I don't know. They weren't trying to. Create
It's like a
me.
pale Kardashian.
Yes, like a pale Kardashian, like the Kardashians if they didn't live in L.A.
Yeah. Fuck all that shit.
y'all are gonna see the bottle.
Yes, we got pictures, y'all. You'll see it on the video.
Quite
if you're
hilarious
watching.
to me because
But
I think
She's riding
it's
to sell this
nothing.
bike.
It's just a feminine figure. That's
Just
it.
that's why I said ambiguous.
But she's not riding the bike because her feet are on the pedals.
Yeah,
No,
she's
her
just
feet are
weak.
up on the pedals.
It's
Nobody rides a bike like that.
It's giving weak.
Unless they're like riding downhill, but nobody's riding on a boardwalk like this. Like in the photos, she's on a boardwalk.
She's on a flat surface
Someone-
with her legs up.
She's on a flat surface.
Actually, she can't move that way. There's no way for her.
Obviously, she's moving. Her hair is flowing.
No.
So it's like she did a
somebody,
really hard
somebody,
pedal.
somebody just pushed her.
That.
And
Or she did
she's
a really
gonna
hard
fall into
pedal
the
and then
water.
put her feet up.
Yeah.
For like all the 2 seconds that it would have lasted.
She's not-
Rare character.
She's not making it to the end of the label.
She's a rare character.
She's a rare.
She's not
character.
making. You are correct. She's not making it to the end of the label. Not with her feet up. No, she will not.
It's a rare
That's a
character.
No, rare character. That's actually really good for
but
a
it's-
straight malt whiskey.
Yes, I was gonna say it's delicious though. And so you know what? The question you actually just asked me, I answered quickly without knowing for sure. I don't know if it's all malted barley. It could be some malted rye.
Yeah.
I've learned that malted corn's now a thing.
Yeah, because I think
So-
about malt, I think about barley, right?
Yeah, immediately, me too.
whenever
Which
they
is why I
straight
jumped to
single-
say yes. But nowadays, people are doing 100% malted rye and adding percentages of malted
I don't know
corn.
what sound effects Capri is adding
Yeah,
right
I don't
now.
know if that's
it
the
was
proof
like,
or if that's just Capri's throat being sensitive.
no.
It's about the fact fucking proof, and y'all know it. These niggas see him like,
nah, Capri, this is not as hot as the previous pour.
Capri's not. She's not ready for the bob off.
Nah,
she's not ready for the bob off.
Not this type of bob off. You can leave me out of it.
Listen, now leave me out this bob off.
I'm out of it. I'm gonna put a whole thing in
delicious. Oh my god, not a okay, but don't squash me.
Just
drop me.
3. There, very good.
Yes, I'll take the 5, the standard 5. Thank you so much. Capri's being dramatic. Y'all.
I am not.
It is not that hot. But I'm just okay. In my opinion,
this is actually very.
It's
delicious.
not as hot as the previous pour.
No. It's not as hot as the previous pour, but but I can
That's
see.
That's what drew me to it.
But what the thing about this is hotter on your throat than your palate.
Right? Yeah.
This is one of the issues we have sometimes with these high octane spirits. Ooh. Is that even they're soft
Smells
on
like
the
nougat.
palate?
Yeah.
Smells like nougat. Yeah, because hey man, listen, we love nougat. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to make a nougat flavored whiskey. Fuck peanut butter whiskey.
Nougat flavored whiskey sounds fun.
Nougat flavored.
That sounds fun. It sounds like it'll go really well with the candy bar.
I'm saying sometimes the heat, you know what I mean, doesn't hit the palate, but it hits the throat so hard, right? And so what happens is when it's soft on your palate, a lot of times people they take it back and all of a sudden they get hit with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you don't sip it slow. You're like, oh, I got. You know what I mean? I've only heard that sound. I've never made it until just now.
You sure?
Positive. Because I felt it. Yeah. Listen.
I be that way.
Nothing's wrong with it.
I'm some shit up. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
That's so fucking funny.
I cannot. Put a like graham cracker.
No, I do. I almost get like a ginger snap. Like
ginger
a ginger
snaps.
snap.
Oh, that's a good one.
You know what I mean?
The spice of ginger.
And I love ginger snaps. Mm-hmm. You know, I buy a box of ginger snaps every week.
Really? So that's like your go-to?
Yeah, that's my guilty pleasure. Like I buy a box. Like if I eat it all on Sunday, it's gone for the week.
Damn.
But like, you gotta have something in life to enjoy.
Mine's is
chocolate.
What is the damn thing I love? It's stroop waffles.
Yes.
I love stroop waffles. I like the mini ones you get in the airport. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna get some tomorrow.
You going somewhere tomorrow?
Yeah, I go to New Orleans tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
Do my first Mardi Gras.
Oh, Mardi Gras is this next week?
This next week coming up. Big parades this week, and then Mardi Gras Tuesdays.
You're some sort of like cake or pie or something that like only
that makes
gets
me want to go.
consumed
So
during
February
Mardi Gras.
13th is King Cake.
There we go. Yes, king cake. Try king cake for me.
My friend.
Oh, king cake is delicious.
I've never had it. Okay.
My friend makes the world's only king cake cream liqueur.
Oh.
Yeah, I have a bottle at the house. I would
see. Okay,
yeah.
So you need to just have me Capri over to your house so you can fry the fish
and
we can have the king cake liqueur
and coquito.
Yeah.
And we'll have the cake.
Yes, you can come anytime. No, I could. You know
that shit. I want chili. I want the coquito.
I could chili every week.
Right, because we don't know how many invites you're gonna get.
No, I could chili like almost every other week.
Oh, I see. I love chili, making chili. That's one of my favorite.
And every winter I make chili all the time.
Yeah,
I
love making chili.
I
love making chili.
Chili, fried chicken, fried fish.
I want the fried chicken and fried fish at the same
I
time.
do. I love to eat. I also love to cook for people, right? So
me too. That's one of my love languages.
So 90% of the food I make, I actually end up giving to people.
Me too. Me too.
Because
especially with chili, pasta sauces, that type of stuff. Like I'm always sharing.
My sons live with me part time, so most times I'm alone. And then my sons will come just get food from me. Like, oh yeah, dad cooked. All right, we're gonna get the food and be out. But I rather for the cook. I think I'm.
So I'm going to the last topic is important, but I really want to talk about this before the last topic. Last topic we'll talk about on the next episode. But Clyde, please tell us what men are looking for when they want a wife. What is wife?
You as a man, because you speak for all, but
you can't speak on all. But
you have these conversations.
No, but I know, but I can tell you this, man. It's not about the woman. It's about the man being ready to have a wife.
Okay.
Right? Like getting a husband is like
who's been married. Yes, I want to know what that entails.
As a woman, getting a husband is like catching a cab. You know what I'm saying? Not like an Uber where you order it. Catch a cab. You gotta be at the right place with that cab with the light on. You know what I'm saying?
So you're saying that it could just be
It's not nothing about the woman. It's nothing about the woman.
This could be anyone.
It could be anyone, but it's at the right time, right space, right? But I can tell you
that makes a lot of sense because I'll be looking at some of these people that are together. I'll be like,
but also I can tell you signals for a guy with the light on. A guy who's been in a long-term relationship, just got broke up with. Light is bright red. He just wants somebody opposite of the woman he was with.
The woman he was just with. Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he was ready to lock it down. It's like, I've been practicing being with somebody. This shit didn't work. I just need somebody who's different than her, that I can put all the work that I put in with her energy on. Boom, boom, boom.
I get that a lot.
Yeah, so second man that's always, that light is on, all his boys are getting married.
So they feel that pressure.
I've seen that a lot.
Yeah, so it's about momentum.
Yeah.
Like, it's musical chairs.
This is trash.
No, I'm just.
I don't like it.
What I'm telling you,
I need this insight.
Why I'm saying this is because women put so much pressure on themselves as if it has to do with them.
I know. That's why I'm saying this is trash.
You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is, don't judge yourself based on not being wifed. Just because you haven't found a man with his light on. Right. You are a beautiful, bright spirit. And listen.
Right.
I can tell you without a doubt, every woman I've dated in the last, call it 9-10 years, would make a fabulous wife. They're great people. They're smart. They're beautiful. They're, you know what I'm saying, they're exceptional. But I wasn't ready. You know what I'm saying? And what men have done, and I did earlier, was just not be honest about not being ready.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, it's not something that you just get ready for.
Right.
You know what I mean? Usually you are ready when you meet the person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we kind of have used all this language like, oh, I'm trying to find a person, whatever, to put the onus on women. But it's really, especially in a era where men are the people who are proposing, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if men are the person who's negotiating the proposal, they also have to be, because there's something that love their woman. You know why they're not married to them? Because they can't afford a ring.
Hate that excuse.
I mean, but it's.
I understand that it's very much reasoning for a lot of people.
Because they also know their woman wants to show off this. And
that's a fact, and it is a reflection of you as a man.
And
what you purchased and how attentive you were about it.
So
I'm never getting married for.
So there are
a lot of things that are
there's all these different
I rebuke
things.
that for Kapri.
No, not get married or whatever. That's on you. You know what I'm saying? If you want,
it's all relative. Especially since you don't want to have kids.
If you want to get married, you can get married. There's no problem. You just have to find you just have to find a person with the light on. You know what I'm saying? And also somebody who wants what you want. It's about the lights. And also, even when they talk about children, right? There's no guarantee that I meet a woman that can have children.
Right.
There's no idea that the man can have children.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's no idea that you can just have them just because, I have a vasectomy, right? So, there's women who are like, well, I don't want to date you because I want to have a child. Okay, there's no guarantee that they're gonna meet a man that will treat them like I treat them. That's gonna have them a child.
Right, 100%.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So they're able to.
They're able to give
children. However, they're not present. They're not willing to be a present father.
Yeah.
So trade-offs.
So there's all these different things.
Right. So I want to go back to first was red light. Finding a woman that was completely different from their last long relationship.
Right.
2 was all their boys are getting married. Yeah. So it's like, oh shit, put the foot on the gas.
It's musical chairs.
Right.
You feel like you hear the music winding down in your head. No, I'm serious. Yeah. I am dead serious.
What's another factor of men feeling as time that we need to
men have
lock one down?
Men have biological clocks too. When they start seeing their friends taking their kids to basketball practice and football practice and ballet, they want that too. You know what I'm saying? They want that too. So you find a man who's going to a bunch of these events for his friends' kids. That man wants to get married. He's ready. You know what I'm saying? And also, he just has to be ready. Like, the thing is, it's especially again, we live in a patriarchal world where men dictate and dominate the relationship status of people. You just have to find a man who is ready. Because most men, if you want to get married, if you really want to marry somebody, you'll find out in 6 months if you want that person to be the person.
So, is it for you, in your opinion, for men getting or being ready to get married? Does that just mean I'm ready to have the kids, the status of just one person,
and I have the ability,
house,
and I have the ability to do it too.
Okay.
Because a lot of men in this era are suffering because they don't have the ability to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they don't make enough to get a ring. They don't.
I guess for me, when I think of like marriage, I'm never thinking about that shit. I'm always thinking about I found the person that communicates with me the best, knows me better than anybody else.
But you can't do that.
I'm not thinking about, we're going to have this house and we're going to have the kids.
But also you can't do that unless you're by yourself, right? So, like, if you want to get married, don't marry a nigga with a roommate.
Correct.
Don't date a nigga with a roommate.
There's certain things. So I think about it on 2 planes. I think about it in 2 ways. For real.
I'm not.
I don't even want to date a person with a roommate. I'm not gonna lie.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I don't.
A motherfucker with a roommate.
I'm not hanging out with you and your mans and them.
Ain't gonna be ready to get married.
I'm not doing that.
Because he's getting a lot of benefits from a marriage from the roommate.
Correct. The sharing of household bills. The fucking. I gotta know that you can sustain all that shit by yourself. All by yourself.
Listen. If you're looking for a husband, that nigga doesn't have a roommate yet.
You gotta pay all by yourself. No. Not at all.
I'm not even. And for men,
celebrate.
That's also a thing too.
That's real.
Agreed.
Also a thing too, because if
I don't want to show them needing your income to help me be able to do what I gotta do.
Not only that is that a roommate is another person in that person's ear. More than you.
All these opinions and shit.
You live with them, right?
You live with them, and also you're seeing their behavior, right? And so roommates affect your behavior. Like if you meet a man or a woman and she has a roommate, or he or she has a roommate, you have to like evaluate the roommate too, because you also see they're seeing more of that behavior than not. Now sometimes they don't like it, and but also it normalizes certain behaviors.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful about that. You know what I'm saying? So like you got to be like, all right, I got to get you out of this space to be in this space so I can understand who you are, because I don't know who you are outside of your roommate situation,
right?
Because that changes how people dictate their lives. So those are a couple things. I don't think that men are looking for a fat ass.
Children are looking for that.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you can get that anywhere. That's sex.
Fat ass,
right? That's sex.
That's sex.
Fat ass,
right? Sex. I mean, fat ass in DC is like, it's everywhere. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
I would have to work to get a girl with no ass in DC. Like,
at this point.
Like, no ass. You know what I'm saying?
At this point, all the soul cycling, Pilates,
and then I'd be like, well, wow, she's so different.
So unique.
So unique. Look at that nostril.
She decided to keep it.
Because this was another thing we talked about.
Give a fuck.
You know, she's deciding to keep it in this society.
She said that my she's so good, I don't need an ass. Come fuck with your girl.
Come over, yeah.
Don't worry about that ass over that pool.
They're rare now.
Don't worry about the back. The front got you covered.
So another thing that we talked about on the pod was this idea of what men consider to be like a woman operating too much in their masculinity, I guess was the general kind of consensus. Like, what are there things that you would qualify as being too masculine or whatever in terms of a woman's behavior?
Outside of a woman wearing a strap-on, there's nothing that I would say was too masculine. Because
and I can do that in my feminineness.
Yeah, but you can do that. But you can do that in the feminine. You can. You definitely can. You definitely can. Yeah. Oh, shout out to them. You know what I mean? Good for them. You know what I'm saying? Love it for y'all. Love for y'all. My bros who like that. Hey man,
right? Shout out to
you're doing the God's work. You know what I'm saying? You're doing God's work.
Happy for you and your prostate.
Listen.
Give me a ring.
God didn't put a G spot there for no reason. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But anyway,
right, but not for everybody.
Not for everybody.
The first was like peaches.
It's peaches. What are you talking about?
The first pour.
like, fuck.
What a
super from pegging to peaches.
From pegging to peaches. God,
that's but no, I don't think that a man who's secure in who he is not worried about what a woman's displaying, masculine or feminine.
Right.
Because everything that woman.
So you're not turned off by like an alpha woman. Someone very type A.
I don't. That's not a thing for me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's just you're a woman and you're a person and you provide these things. I've dated quote unquote alpha women, but I don't see it. I see all women I date would be an alpha. You fucking with me. I'm not like I'm out and about. You can't be shy dating me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you're always gonna have some level of confidence and security to date me. So I don't think them as like I don't even rate people as alphas and betas as much as like if you're fucking with me, you're gonna be secure, and you're gonna be secure. You're gonna be okay with people coming up to us at places. Sorry.
Thank you. That's all. Just making sure we.
Yes, but if you're dating me, you're gonna be secure. You're gonna be okay with people coming up to us who know me, who are gonna give us things, who will be excited to be around us. So you're not gonna be insecure. So that makes you an alpha woman. That's fine. But
there's a comfy beta because not everybody
I
really
don't
cares.
Like alpha and beta.
I don't like those terms because I think it's too narrow.
It is very narrow. It's very, very narrow.
Because there are times,
as all labels are,
there's times when I have to, as a human being, step back to let my partner shine.
Yeah.
That doesn't make me a beta. That makes me comfortable with the fact that this is her time to shine.
Yeah.
And also her shining actually benefits me.
Right.
That's the thing. Listen, like I can say you guys are well established in the industry. I know if you guys went out on you're married, so you're already in a different place. But I know there's times when guys are dating you and you're getting exceptional service because of who you are. Mm-hmm. They may feel insecure about that. Me, I'm like, nigga, bring out the caviar.
Correct.
You don't even know how.
Bring out the caviar too.
Has that ever made anyone uncomfortable on a date?
All the time.
All the time. I know it does.
All the time.
I know it does.
That's such a turn off. I like that.
It turns into how many of these motherfuckers you talk to have you slept with?
Yeah.
No, get off my line with that.
No, because they look like I have a friend who was
all the time.
Who was like,
how many people who are nice to you do you fuck? I don't understand.
Everybody.
And you know what? For a dude, that could very well be the answer.
Okay, so
and
maybe
even if it was
certain people. Maybe.
Hey, listen. If this pussy got me if that pussy gave me caviar, I'm having caviar tonight. Before I got there, it's fine, no problem.
Right.
Also, it's just.
I was a person before you. I was a person before you. Don't be acting like I wasn't a person before you.
Yeah, but we live in a world where
all the things that attracted you to me attracted the same. Attracted other people to me as well.
Everybody wants to be Christopher Columbus, right? They want to discuss some shit. No, but he gets to say that he was Christopher Columbus.
That's true.
Trash.
You know what I mean? I think it's whack. It's corny to me. Listen,
acting like you discovered some shit that was discovered by a whole nother person.
But I know one thing: if you hugging every nigga in line and security in line and we in line. You fucking up. You fucking up. You fucking up. If we not getting past the line and you hugging security through the door, then you trash. You trash.
Nah, if I'm hugging you, I'm hugging you as I walk in.
Yeah.
No, you trash.
But I probably ain't fucking.
You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Like
yes,
if you know everybody, we get no perks. You trash.
Yeah.
Damn. Either you working it wrong or it's just not that great.
I like to humbly be like, oh, I'll wait in line and someone always grabs me.
Bitch.
Grab us too. Grab me too.
Humble shit.
Grab me too.
No.
Also, I won't wait in line.
I'm not waiting.
And you get grabbed. You say, I got him with me. Now I'm coming.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm also not waiting.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I'll be. No, that's what I'm saying. It's like,
but I'm not usually in the line.
Maybe that's the Leo with me because I'm not doing it.
But if you getting perk, if you know everybody not getting perks, I'll see you as a Bama.
That's real.
Right.
That's real.
You just like people to know who you are. You don't really care about those relationships.
That is weird.
I see it, and I'd be like, you was one of them.
Yeah.
Got it. You know everybody, and everybody know you, but nobody.
But they're not putting that value on
nobody looking out for you.
Yeah. That's weird.
Nah, that's not the vibe.
Damn, I'm gonna start looking out for that shit. I mean,
not for sure.
I've seen it. I've just never
paid attention. You ain't really clock it. Yeah,
no, that's like some old man. Like, listen,
wow.
If everybody knows you and we getting all the good service, all the love, no problem.
Yeah,
no problem. I love it. I'm riding the wave. I'm here now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. I'm riding the wave. But if they still play you to the left and you know everybody,
right?
That's a problem.
That says something else.
Nah, that says that they devalued you in some way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just haven't found that yet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which is whack because I don't look at other people's value of the people I date.
Right.
But when you still value those people who devalue you to be in their spaces looking for validation, it makes me think that you are not self-aware.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Ooh, child.
Do.
That was a word.
Okay, because we got a lot of words today, and we're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah, so we can
pick your favorites.
for 2.5 hours, child.
Pick the favorite.
Pick your favorite. Oh, you drank yours.
Okay, so he been finishing his.
Listen.
He's a true thugger.
What you want?
I think number 2 was my favorite.
Number 2 was my favorite as well. I love the rye. It was really, really good. The Calvados and the rye, the first rye, not the blend.
Yeah, the first
were my favorites outside of my pick, of course. Cause,
then we're gonna cheers with it.
Okay,
yeah, do a little pour. We'll cheers with it.
So, because I would drink all this.
Yes, purr. That's how you know you love it if you finish it.
Hey, listen, I will take this bottle home. I'll trade
you.
You
Want
something.
it?
Could I have it?
Yeah, you can have it. Trade me something.
I got you. I got plenty of
stuff. Yeah, you can take it.
Hey, that's what you got. Hey, listen.
That's how you never look. You
don't find that in good places.
Hey, listen. All said, I'm gonna get $10.99 for $150 coming through next. It's January 2nd, 2025. The fuck?
The fuck is this shit? No.
That Bhakta
First of all, I also don't believe anyone should be sitting out 10.99s for anything under $600. I don't like that shit. If you didn't pay me over $600, don't send me a 10.99. Please get off my line. Please get off my motherfucking line. You paid me a per diem. You did not pay me no crazy wage. So keep that shit off my turf. But whatever.
That's hilarious.
Thank y'all so much. For where we eat and actually have a place, Bar Sparrow is delicious if you've never been in the city.
Oh, it's in DC.
Yeah.
Bar Sparrow.
Really tasty. I don't really know the cuisine, but it was great. Amazing duck. That's all I have to say. The duck there was.
You can get your duck right.
Duck is fabulous.
Willing to try.
Beef tartare was probably the best beef tartare I've had.
Beef tartare. Okay.
Really tasty. And then they had these really awesome baby bay scallops that were phenomenal. My personal favorite. They do vermouth flights and have delicious wines.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh,
love that. For all that, I'm into it.
Thank y'all. Cheers.
We still got a clank, bitch.
Get it.
Yes. So make sure to subscribe, share, comment, engage.
Yes.
Once again, you can find all of these bottles on Seelbach and use our promo code SOUL to get your free shipping. And don't forget, you can also find our distilled glasses or her distilled glasses. Now you can say our people. That's my girls. You get your distilled dram too. Also, they're getting free shipping for those glasses too. So please spread the word. Thank you, Clyde, for coming on again.
Can I say I'm so thankful to have you guys, not as just colleagues, but friends.
Yes,
and
likewise.
It means a lot to be here. We had a good time.
Yes.
And whenever you need somebody to come talk, I like to talk and drink, and so
right.
Yes, and you always bring something good to share.
I know that's true. It's always
we got
a
the
present.
wine.
We got to taste this little red one.
Yeah, we got the red. Oh yes, we got our friends.
We're gonna open that now.
Yes.
Saving away.
Oh no, but I just want to shout out Ingrid Best from I Best Wines. It's another black-owned wine.
Okay.
And what I love about these wines with Lafette and everybody else is that these are people who made their name with big brands and working stuff, and they decided that they're going to be on their own. You know what I'm saying? And so that means so much to me is that independent. They still have that independent spirit, even though they were with Moet Hennessy or Ciroc or Ace of Spades. They decided that they wanted something for themselves, and that means a lot. As a serial entrepreneur, I just love seeing Black entrepreneurship. So that's awesome. Shout out to them.
Absolutely. Yes. Shout out to them. Shout out to Black History Month.
Yes.
We see all the people that aren't doing anything for Black people, but yes,
correct.
Have a good one. Enjoy yourself. Rest this Black History Month. Rest for the year and do your job. And,
cheers.
And do other things.
Yes.
You know.
All of that. Love it.
We did it.
Clankety,
Bye.
clankety, 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 clankety.
Yes. See you.